I think she's having some trouble, Zainab. I think your internet
Yes,
is
ma'am.
not stable. That's okay. Just, I believe you all are doing great. Yes, Zainab, meanwhile, she just settled down her internet. Yeah, it's our fourth week, Alhamdulillah, and today is the final week. So obviously, we have been doing a lot of we all are putting effort कि संडे वाले दिन आप लोग जो है वो वक्त निकालते हैं and become the part of this conference series of IWD. So I believe you all are doing great, Alhamdulillah, and I'm happy to see most of the males, who are joining us from different um, part of the world. So I feel happy कि चलो जी at least the males are also interested in IWD conference, and every week the same the phases it gives you energy. So Zanab, now you are settled.
Yes,
You are
yes,
settled
ma'am.
now. Okay, so
Yes,
you
yes.
can start. Yeah, I'm
Okay, so
also good, Khatija. Thank
yes.
you for asking. Yes, Zanab, you can start
Okay,
now.
so Assalamu alaikum everyone. Sorry for inconvenience. So I'm Zanna Maman and currently I'm serving as the program director at the Yes You Can Global Foundation. So it's a pleasure to welcome you all to the fourth week and final week of IWD conference series. So your dedication, enthusiasm, and active participation from the last 3 weeks set a strong foundation for this journey. So, as we step into the week 4, we more deeper into learning, self discovery, and skills, and much more things. So, as we move forward, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the journey of Yes You Can Global Foundation. Since it's from 2018, this journey, the foundation has completed 8 years of meaningful impact driven by a commitment to the youth empowerment, leadership development, and sustainability. These years represent not just time but conscious efforts towards creating opportunities, building capacities, and shaping future leaders. So the journey from 2018 and 26 reflect growth, learning, and a belief in the potential of young people. At the heart of Yes You Can Global Foundation Pow- foundation relies a powerful vision, creating the word of leader. This vision goes behind title or position. It focuses on nurturing individuals who are confident, socially responsible, and occupied to lead change in their communities, workplace, and industries. So every initiative undertaken by the foundation align with the purpose of building leadership at every level. So the Yes You Can Global Foundation work across key areas youth development, empowerment, and sustainability. The foundation believes that when young people are provided with the right guidance, skills, and exposure, they become powerful agents of change. So, by integrating sustainability and empowerment into its program, the foundation ensures that impact is not just immediate but the long lasting. Over the year of Yes You Can Global Foundation has launched multiple programs aimed at career readiness, leadership development, personal growth, and social impact. So each program is designed with a practical approach, combining mentorship, skill building, and a real world exposure. So these initiatives have helped participants gain clarity, confidence, and direction in their academic and professional journey. So, as you all can see, the Yes You Can Global Foundation started with the on site trainings and now it's totally 100% virtual trainings and a virtual platform. The impact of Yes You Can Foundation is the best reflected through the individuals and communities it has touched. So, through its program and foundation has enabled young people to discover their potential, develop professional competencies, and leadership steps into leadership role. The ripple effect of its impact extends beyond individuals, contributing positively to families, organizations, and communities. So as the foundation move around, the commitment remains strong. to continue empowering youth, extend its and opportunities, and strengthening leadership pathways. So, with every cohort and with every new initiative, the foundation move one step closer to its vision of creating a world where young people are confident, capable, and prepared to lead. So now, as we have understanding about the Yes You Can Global Foundation, I would like to let you know a vertical of Yes You Can Global Foundation. That's a women venture. So let me share the screen of that.
Yes, Zainab. All okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I was just sharing the women venture. So
Okay.
now, as we know about the Yes You Can Global
And we are
Foundation,
live streaming as well on
yes, ma'am, I think
YouTube.
so. Because you are the host now. So,
Yeah.
like, okay, so as we highlight an initiative that is dedicated to transforming lives, empowering leaders, and building inclusive communities, Women Venture. So, Women Venture serve as a comprehensive economic and leadership platform designed to empower women entrepreneurs and emerging leaders through a powerful integration of a professional training, strategic business consulting, mentorship, and access to capital. So the initiatives aim to break systematic barriers that often prevent women from achieving their full potential in a business and leadership. So as a certified community development financial institute, Women Venture focuses on occupying underdeserved founders and change makers with the tools, resources, and technical foundation they need to build a sustainable enterprise and creating a long-lasting impact. So over the time, Women Venture has proudly organized and supported several impactful programs and a global initiative dedicated to women empowerment, youth leadership, and community transformation. One of our fellowship event is the Empowering Women Leaders Summit and Award, where we celebrated 100 women from a grassroots to global impact. This event brought together inspiring women leaders, innovators, and change makers who are driving progress across industries and communities. So, this summit provided a platform for dialogue, recognition, and collaboration among leaders who are shaped a more equitable and inclusive future. Another significant initiative was the International Women's Day empowerment session, where we celebrated the achievement of women worldwide while discussing leadership, equity, and opportunities for the next generation of female leaders. So, Women Venture has also conducted a self care and personal development workshop. Recognize that empowerment is not only about a professional success but is also about mental well being, resilience, and a personal growth. So these workshops focused on helping women build confidence, manage stress, and maintain balance with pursuing their ambition. In addition, we launched also the transformative program like a She Nurtures Fellowship designed to support and guide emerging women leaders through mentorship, skill development, and collaborative learning experience. We also honored to initiative like Mazboot Beti and Gen Z Global Fellowship Program, a 6-week program aimed to empowering young leaders with a digital skill leadership training and a global collaboration opportunity. So together, these initiatives reflect Women Ventures' commitment to empowering women across generations, from grassroots communities to the global leadership platform. So, as we continue this journey, we invite each one of you to become a part of this growing global movement. There are many ways to contribute and make an impact. So, collaborate with us in developing training programs, mentorship initiatives, and awareness campaign that empowers women and youth, sponsoring programs that directly support leadership, development, entrepreneurship opportunities, and community-based initiatives. And most importantly, join our network of change makers who are working together to build a more sustainable, inclusive, and equitable future. Because together we can empower youth, transform women's life, and build a generation of capable, confident leaders who will shape the future of our society. So, as we know about the both of the platform and initiative of Women Venture, it's my pleasure to introduce the visionary behind Yes You Can Global Foundation, Ms. Sanam Hussain. So, Ms. Sanam Hussain is a purpose-driven leader with over 20 years of a dynamic professional experience whose journey is rooted in resilience, courage, and transformation. She is the first female in seventh generation of her family to break barriers and pursue higher education, turning challenges into conviction and limitation into leadership. Having a personally experienced obstacles in assessing education and opportunity, she transformed her journey into a lifelong mission to empower minds, unlock potential, and create access to knowledge and opportunities for all. So her work reflects a deep commitment to social impact, inclusion, and a sustainable change. She is an awardee of Women of Impact and Giving Back, a UK-based organization. Ms. Sanam Hussain has also been recognized among the 100 Young Influencers of Pakistan. She is a Forbes delegate and a social impact leader, a certified change maker, and a trained psychologist whose work continues to influence global conversation around empowerment, leadership, and human development. She strongly believes in an inside out approach to empowerment, the idea when individuals lead themselves with clarity and purpose, communities flourish and society evolves. Her philosophy of self leadership and individual social responsibility remain the guiding force behind the vision and impact of Yes You Can Global Foundation and Women Venture, inspiring thousands to rise, lead, and create meaningful change. So, ma'am, floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Zainab. And Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Now we are officially, we have started from my side. And Assalamu alaikum, everyone. And I welcome you all in this conference series, IWD, International Women's Development, basically, not Women's Day, but it's a Women's Development series where we all are trying, to upgrade ourselves. Alhamdulillah, and we have been doing it. और कोशिश यही है कि ये सिलसिला यूं ही जारी रहे ताकि एटलीस्ट जो भी यू नो चाहता है कि वो अपने आप को अपग्रेड करता रहे और उसमें चीजें सीखता रहे फ्रॉम आर द स्पीकर्स एंड द ग्लोबल लीडर्स, तो हम उसमें अपना ये रोल प्ले करते रहे इंशाल्लाह। अच्छा जी, बिफोर we move towards uh, our panel and the keynote speakers, I just want to ask few questions as I'm here just to welcome you all. और चूंकि ये सिलसिला चल रहा है तो just I want, क्योंकि हम very first day से I'm talking about the inner governance, और हमारा चूंकि अप्रोच भी इट्स ऑलवेज अबाउट इनसाइड आउट अप्रोच। आई बिलीव बिकॉज पर्सनली आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट कि जी द चेंज कम्स फ्रॉम इनसाइड व्हेन देयर इज नो वन टू हेल्प यू, व्हेन देयर इज नो वन टू सपोर्ट you, when there is no one to encourage you, when there is no one to give you the reward or to clap for you, then there is someone who is always there with you, and that's you yourself. आपका अपना self is very important wherever you are. I mean, in any place of the world, अगर आप अपने साथ नहीं हैं and you don't encourage yourself, you don't feel happy for yourself, and you don't feel that spark inside you, then I don't think so that you will be able to do anything for anyone unless you don't do it for yourself. तो मेरी मेरी हमेशा से यही कोशिश रही है, क्योंकि I have not learned all these things from the books and everything, कि चूंकि personal experience से आया है and the place I have come from. It's the place where no one was there. Like as I have already mentioned, क्यों मैं बात करती हूँ इसके बारे में हमेशा? इसलिए करती हूँ कि I feel motivated for myself कि मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि मैं आप लोगों को बताऊं कि if there is someone who is feeling neglected or who is feeling like, oh, there is nothing for me, there is no resource, there is no one to to support me, और कोई गाइडेंस नहीं है और कोई अप्रिसिएशन नहीं है, तो मैं क्यों करूं, किसके लिए करूं? तब भी यही होगा कि अपने लिए कीजिए, बिकॉज वी लिव वंस, है ना? हम सिर्फ मरने के लिए पैदा नहीं हुए हैं. वी आर born to create miracles because we are the most the beautiful creation of the creator. तो उसकी इसके लिए, क्योंकि खुदा हमसे चाहता है कि हम अपने कमाल तक पहुंचे, तो बहैसियत इंसान, बहैसियत अशरफुल मखलूक़ात, आई फील कि हमें ये करना चाहिए, ना सिर्फ अपने लिए बल्कि उन तमाम लोगों के लिए कि जो हमसे जुड़े हुए हैं या जो हमारी कम्युनिटी है, एटलीस्ट हमारी ये दुनिया. आई थिंक वी शुड ऐड वैल्यू इन द यूनिवर्स एज वेल, कि हम यहाँ जीने के लिए ही आए और हमेशा जिएंगे, भले हम यहाँ ना भी रहें तब भी हम हमेशा रहेंगे. दिस इज पर्सनल गोल, यू कैन से. तो मैं हमेशा इसी को लेकर के चल रही थी, और बहुत शुक्रिया उन तमाम लोगों का, लाइक हु हैव बीन ऑलवेज देयर विद अस. शायद वो इनिशियल डेज में हमारे साथ ना हो, जब हमने कोई चीज हम स्टार्ट करते हैं, तो मे बी एट दैट टाइम वी आर अलोन, है ना? उस वक्त हम अपने साथ होते हैं, लेकिन वो कहते हैं ना कि अकेले ही क्या था, वो चला था कारवां, अकेले ही चले थे मंजिल की जाने, कारवां बनता गया. तो बस जब आप स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं ना, तो फिर चीजें होती चली जाती हैं. एंड दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंड एग्जैक्टली विद यस यू कैन ग्लोबल फाउंडेशन. दिस वाज द वर्ड यस यू कैन which was given to me by myself. Trust me. कि नहीं, why not? जब सब कर सकते हैं, और why not I can do it? So since that day I started right after my MBA, when I was in the much need, I started this foundation right after my MBA, and then we started this. और फिर एक ही वही जो एक टिपिकल हमारा एक प्रोसेस होता है जब हम कुछ स्टार्ट करते हैं. यस, अकेले ही चला था जाने में मंजिल, लोग मिलते रहे, कारवां बनता गया. थैंक यू सो मच रायन. तो हुआ यही कि हमने जब स्टार्ट किया, ऑन साइट था हमारे, ये सारी चीजें, ये सेटअप कराची से भी स्टार्टेड, और फिर उसमें जो है वो हमने एक स्टूडेंट, एक पार्टिसिपेंट, एक स्पीकर और एक मैं खुद एक ऑर्गेनाइजर के साथ हमने ये स्टार्ट किया था ऑन दैट डे. यही सोचा कि एटलीस्ट अगर हम किसी एक इंसान की जिंदगी में भी कुछ चेंज लेकर आ सके, देन आई फील कि वी हैव अचीव्ड आवर गोल. क्योंकि हमारे अंबिया ने, जो खुदा ने हमारी रहनुमाई के लिए, इंसानियत के लिए भेजे थे, तो उनको कोई टारगेट नहीं दिया गया था कि जी यू हैव टू डू दिस मच. नहीं, अगर एक भी इंसान की जिंदगी में तब्दीली आई, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ यू एंड योर फाउंडेशन, इफ समबडी फील्स कि नहीं जी मैं कुछ कर सकती हूँ, उसको करेज मिला, उसको मोटिवेशन मिला, then I think we have achieved our goal. So this was the whole scenario. और women ventures से related यही है कि yes, you can already is working for, have been working for women and youth, but 2025 से we have made it a separate vertical for women, just to make it prominent कि yes, खवातीन जो है ना वो बड़ी एक कह लीजिए, personally being a woman I feel happy and proud to become a woman. Why? Because जब इंसान तब तक किसी चीज में तब्दीली नहीं ला सकता है जब तक उसको उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस का नहीं पता हो. इवन yesterday when I was watching a series, एक उसमें यही चीज बता रहे थे कि आप क्या उसमें पैगाम देना चाहेंगी कि खवातीन के लिए, when we are working about women empowerment and everything. तो उन्होंने कहा कि सबसे पहले खातून को खुद को अपनी इम्पोर्टेंस पता होनी चाहिए, अपना वैल्यू, अपना स्टेटस पता होनी चाहिए, अपनी एनर्जी, अपनी पावर पता होनी चाहिए. Only then she can make a difference. Either आप लीडरशिप बात करें, आप जस्टिस, एक्शन, सब बात कर लीजिए, लेकिन असल तब्दीली तभी आएगी, या असल जो उसका स्टेटस है, जो उसकी जो उसको मकाम खुदा ने दिया है ना, उसके उसके क्रिएटर ने दिया है, जब तक वो उसको खुद उससे आगाह नहीं होगी, तब तक वो उस चीज में तब्दीली नहीं. तब्दीली से मुराद ये है कि सी वी हैव हम. जी, सॉरी, मेरा नेट जो है ना आज अनस्टेबल है. तो वो सारी चीजें सिर्फ तभी होंगी कि जब आपको पता हो कि आप खुदा की this is from my side. So I would request Zainab forward towards the other speaker so that we can continue. और मेरा time वैसे over हो गया, it's 2:30.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Zainab, you can continue with other speaker. Thank you everyone for paying attention towards the story which we have shared. Thank you. Yes, Zainab, you can continue.
Thank you so much, Sanam. This is Hypnotis Mavish. I am a dietitian and a psychotherapist and a hypnotherapist. I'm working as a program lead in Yes You Can Global Foundation. I would like to welcome Mr. Zafar Iqbal, a seasoned professional with diverse experience in law and strategic advisory, with a strong background in handling complex cross-border projects and legal matters. He has contributed to high-level discussions on governance, policy, and dispute resolution. Through his work, he brings valuable insight into global collaboration, leadership, and professional excellence, making a meaningful impact in both legal and academic space. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Zafar Bal. Sir, the floor is yours.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you
Yes,
Okay.
are
ma'am.
audible.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. Uh, I'm really grateful to yes, UCAN Foundation, Sanam and her team, and all the participants, all the speakers who are part of this journey. Thank you very much for being here. Is everything okay? I'm not seeing.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, it is
You are
Yeah,
perfectly
visible.
yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
I would just request you कि अपना थोड़ा सा कैमरा आप ना नीचे
Yeah, yeah.
करेंगे तो आपकी पिक्चर बिल्कुल visible. Yes,
Is
now
it
much
clear
better.
now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
better.
Great. I'm Zafar Iqbal. Currently, professionally, I'm working as a school leader principal with Aga Khan Higher Secondary School, Karachi. Academically, I'm doing my PhD from Portugal. I have completed my coursework and now I am into the research work. My research is child protection. Basically, it's a comparative study, both Pakistan and Portugal. Basically, I'm looking into the child neglect in educational setup both in Pakistan and Portugal. Professionally, I am associated with Ahan Education Service Pakistan uh, almost 1 decade. I have been working as a teacher, vice principal, principal, then manager, and now again I'm working as a principal. So I have this long association and long history with the young kids, particularly youth. So today we will be having we will be having an introduction on youth and their issues, upcoming challenges, and all these things. So thank you very much once again. Regarding the organization which I'm working, it's a global network. We have representation in 10 countries. We have more than 190 schools, then 100,000 students. So it's a big network in Pakistan. We are in three areas: south, north, and in Chitral. Thank you. So I am just trying to share my screen. Let me share it. Okay, is it visible?
It's loading.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it's
It is.
visible
It
now.
is.
So we all know that uh, youth are our strength, and we have to empower them. So there are some silly questions you can say before going into the discussion. So secondly, I will request that it would be a interactive and two-way session. I will not be influencing, so I will be taking your support. I will be taking your insight. So we will be having a nice discussion. So there are some questions. We can say them slightly stupid but real questions. So please just go through the questions. Oh, I'm going to start. Yeah. Have you ever called your child and they replied on WhatsApp from the next room? If you are having kids and if you are having kids at your home. The second question is, do your kids run faster to the charger than to their homework? The third question, who controls the mobile in your house, you or your child? Has your child ever said just 5 minutes and it turned into 2 hours? Do your children get more excited about a new app than a new book? So please, I need your. It's not mandatory that. What's your experience dealing with the children having mobile phone at your home? What's your experience, please? Sorry, I think there's a distortion in the voice.
Sir, the answer is yes from everyone.
Okay, okay. So we experience these issues at our home. You know that our children, they are very much into the mobile phones. Their behaviors have been changed, and they are very aggressive. They are not even ready to listen. The elders, they are. I mean, this mobile phone is a babysitter. So gradually their behavior change, and it impacts their personality. It impacts their behavior. So from the very beginning, the children, they are not into the creativity. They are not into the hard work. They are not into the other areas as we expect. So this is what nowadays the era is. We are facing these challenges, and it has a long lasting impact on their personality when they grow, when they go to school, when they go to college, when they go to university, and then finally when they come to back to the society, when they are giving back. So they face the issues and challenges. So my next question is that, are we raising users of technology or future leaders? Your input, please. There's silence.
Sir,
So okay.
actually, they are replying in chat.
Okay, sorry, I'm not okay. There, sorry. I don't know the norms and rules of this talk. Sorry for the
So
inconvenience.
you can check the chat box. They are active. They are
Okay,
replying.
great. Okay. So again, based on these observations at home, so the students they are facing, the children they are facing certain issues. They lack leadership skills, they lack decision making, they lack confidence, and they are not a part of the decisions at home, decisions at in the society, decision countrywide. So this is the impact that where the children have a weak and shallow foundation. That's why they are not into the decision making. So again, another question: are our youth truly prepared for the future? So we have to ask question that we are dealing with different children. We are dealing with the youth. That are they truly prepared for the future? What are the future skills required? What are the future needs? Are they aligned? Or the skills and the education which we are giving them, or the skills and the education is aligned with their personality, with the current situation, with the country situation? So these are the issues we have to dig into while dealing with the young children, while dealing with the youth. So again, we have to understand the problems and challenges. For example, again, there are issues and challenges, gadgets and screen life versus the real life. It's a really challenge we are facing in school, we are facing at homes. Mismatch between education and real world skills. As you know, in Pakistan, the education system is not aligned. We have different categories of education. We have different sort of education system. We have different boards. We have provincial boards. We have Cambridge boards, and we have different boards. But our education system is not aligned. So whatever we teach, it's not aligned. The education is not aligned with uh, the world which is demanding. It's not skill based education, it's not project based education. So the children they are facing issues in decision making, in leadership roles. Secondly, we have limited youth voice in the decision making, again, be it at home, school, at regional level, uh, national level, and globally. The voices of youth is very less. We are not acknowledging their voices. Gender disparities in leadership. Yes, we agree that particularly in the rural areas, there's a male dominant societies there. There is a disparities in gender leadership. The female are not coming forward. They are not being encouraged. They are discouraged. So this is what we are facing. Then limited institutional support is there. The institutions which we are dealing with them is not gender friendly. Is not. Uh, it is just somehow we can say that it's a male dominated. We don't acknowledge the services of females, particularly when the setting is in a rural area. So these are the issues we have the children are facing. Another issue that nowadays I will be talking on is child safeguarding and child protection, and plus we have this lack of digital environment. So again, we there is a bombardment of gadgets. There is a social media is there, WhatsApp, Insta, everything is there, but there is no any safety. There is no any check. There is no any protection is there. So the children, the youth, they are open to use it. What is worth sharing, what is worth reading, what content they are receiving, what content they have to share, and what content they are supposed to share with their friends, family members. So we don't have any check. So and we have to be very much clear about it. This digital safety is very important. How to protect our children, what are the worth sharing, and what are the things which we have to look into it. uh, Again, coming to this again. So when we discussed, when we define leadership, so again I will be looking into the chat book. So how to define leadership? What is leadership? When you talk about youth leadership. I'm not seeing the chats, please. I think there's a technical issue. I am not seeing the chat messages I have.
Sir, let me read it out for you if you are unable to see the messages.
Okay.
It's like Suvia is saying it's a power of taking right decisions. Moraj is saying it's learning skills and implementation. Being able to make decisions, especially in tough time. Youth leader Sir Ikram is saying youth leadership is the practice of young people gaining skills and authority to drive social, environmental, and political change. From like me, I have written that they should take charge of their present and future. Leadership is a responsibility to bring a change. Leadership is responsibility to influence and taking action. So these are the few answers we have got in the chat box. Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's really. For me, this leadership is not about the position. Sometimes we just define a position. For example, if someone gets a position, he is the leader. So even this there's a is the best leader. The difference between leader and a manager, leader and administrator. So the leader is it's about the position. It's about the impact, the responsibility, and the influence. So we have to. Redefine it. We have to emphasize that leadership is not about only the position, the getting the position. It's about the impact. So for example, what impact? So we have this again, Sanam is there, her intervention, her endeavor is really there is an impact. She is responsible and she has an influence. She has a great influence. So we can say Sanam is a true leader. I'm not मैं सनम को खुश करना नहीं चाह रहा, but ये कि the true leader, she is responsible. There is an impact, and uh, she is having a wonderful job. She is doing so. We have to teach the students. We have to inform. We have to tell them that leadership is not about just grabbing the position or having good salaries or having good vehicles. It's about the impact. What impact are you having in the society? What are you contributing? What is your contribution? Is very important. Secondly, unfortunately, our education setup, again, we are very much into the grades and marks. We don't teach at school the importance of leadership, how to make decisions, what is the critical thinking. We don't do. We only focus on marks and grades. We send the children to tuition and different academics to get marks, but we never thought the leadership role, leadership position, what are the leadership skills, how to build these leadership skills. So we as a parent, as a teacher, as a stakeholders, we have never work on it. We only focus on earning money, earning, getting good grades, getting good job. So it's not getting good grades, getting good job, and getting good position is not the leadership. So we have to inform our youth accordingly. When then again our curriculum is not complete. There are many fallacies and there are many gaps. So there are some few skills which are required in future. The first is we will be talking one by one. The first is cognitive skills. The second is digital and innovation skills. The third is social and emotional skills. And the fourth is leadership and civic skills. Particularly in Pakistan, we really lack the civic sense and civic skills. So again, briefly, the cognitive skills includes critical thinking, problem solving, and system thinking. Secondly, leadership and civic skills, decision making, accountability, advocacy for equality, digital and innovation skills, digital literacy, AI awareness, data driven decision making. Then social and emotional skills, we have communication, collaboration, empathy. So we have to teach, we have to inculcate, we have to incorporate all these skills in our curriculum, in our educational setting, and we have to give the awareness regarding the future skills for
Sir,
leaders.
sorry to interrupt you, but your
Please.
screen is not visible because, yes, your screen is not visible.
Let me. Is it visible now? Hello.
Yes, yes, it is. It is. It is. It is.
Okay. So yeah, so I
Ji,
was
it is
just
visible, sir.
yeah, discussing these are the some of the basic skills. Again, our students, our youth, our children, they are lacking this critical thinking. Secondly, this out of box thinking we don't have, particularly in this the era of chat gpt and ai. The students, they need shortcuts, they don't think, they don't critically think. And again, when students, they come to us for different interviews and different things, when we ask about solving, they are unable to solve the problem. So we have to incorporate all these important skills which are required in future. So we have to be very much particular about these skills, although there may be other skills, but these are the future driven skills which will be mm, incorporating the youngster in their future. Yeah. So now comes the role of schools and institutions. What can we do? What is our responsibility as a school leader, as a teacher? What's my role? So the first of all, we should promote this student leadership. Again, school is the best platform. It's the best laboratory to exercise this leadership role. So we should encourage them, we should give them different roles. For example, in school there are student bodies, student council is there, different clubs and societies are there. So we should promote, we should introduce. If those who are associated with schools, colleges and universities, we should have a space to promote our students for these leadership roles. Then skills-based education. Again, when we reflect on our curriculum, we lack, our education system lacks this skill-based education. Safe environment, again, another, we have to give a safe environment for our children. If they are safe, if they have a conducive environment, then they will be good leaders, then they will have these leadership skills. Then empowerment and sustainability. Again, our students, they just study for the sake of examination, for the sake of clearing any test, for the sake of getting any job. So this must be, this leadership must be, it should be ongoing process, it should be sustained, and we should empower them, just not only during their academics, but throughout their life, to make it sustainable and to make them empowered. Yeah, so these are the some of the
Sir,
activities.
sir, here I would like to tell you that you have a time limitation, so please
Okay, this
make
is
it
the
short.
last.
Thank you
This
so
is the
much.
last slide.
Okay,
So
sure,
this
sure,
is the
sure.
last slide, please. So what is our role and what we have been doing as a school principal, as a leader? We have been introducing these areas, and we are working there. And our students, they are globally, they are going to different universities. They are leadership roles. So the first thing is that we should give them leadership roles inside school and outside school. There may be different projects, there may be different community initiatives, we can engage them. And the student council is there, we should encourage, we should introduce student council in the schools. Clubs and societies, models United Nations, skill-based education, project and research-based learning. Again, we lack this research-based learning. IT skill, we should have ICT integration. Again, conceptual learning, we have the provincial boards, elementary boards, where ratification is there, where rote memorization is there. So we should introduce conceptual learning, where the student, they should use their cognitive domain, the Bloom's taxonomy. Then global exchange program, we should introduce, and we should appreciate the students to participate in different global exchange programs. Foreign scholarships are there, we should encourage the students, we should give them sports opportunities. So these are areas which we are doing, which we have been doing in our schools. Particularly when I talk to my organization, we have been exercising in our students, they are taking part in all these areas, and they are in different leadership roles and different leadership positions. So they are contributing to the community, they are contributing to uh, different organizations and different institutions. So this was the last slide. The closing vision is that empower, educate, protect. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. You
Okay.
are audible.
So yeah, the closing statement is we have to empower the youth, we have to educate them, and we have to protect them. Youth are not future leaders; they are leaders of today. So we should work on them today, so that we will get a good leadership in future. So these are the areas where we have to work. These are the areas where the gaps and the challenges, according to my experience, according to my being a school leader and being an educational leader. So I feel that we lack in these areas, and we have to support, we have to encourage our students in these particular areas. So thank you very much. Any question, any discussion, please?
Thank you so much, sir. It's amazing, and the issue or the problem you have talked about. I think it is. I think it's not new because this is one of the reason why I'm saying KG when we started Yes You Can Global Foundation in 2018, this was the agenda basically. क्योंकि जब हमने स्टार्ट किया और हमने सोचा कि हम सॉफ्ट स्किल्स पर काम करेंगे, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग प्रोग्राम्स पे काम करेंगे, क्यों करेंगे? दिस वाज द रीजन कि जब हमने वहां से ग्रेजुएशन किया और हम जब कॉर्पोरेट साइड पर जाते हैं, स्टिल आज भी जब हमारे फिंगर टिप्स पर है सारी इंफॉर्मेशन, स्टिल द youth is not on that point or not capable of expressing herself or himself when they move towards the job site. वो वहां पर आके उनको रियल चैलेंज होता है कि जब वो अपनी एकेडमिक से और अपने यूनिवर्सिटी लाइफ से कॉलेज लाइफ से जब जाते हैं, they don't know how to use these soft skills, basically how to give presentation, how to give in fact interview, how to make a decision, how to solve a problem, real life problem, how to do critical thinking. ये वो सारी चीजें हैं जो हम शायद बहुत देर कर देते हैं सीखने में, और वो भी हमें तब रियलाइज होता है जब हमें करवाया जाता है और जब हम उस दुनिया में कदम रखते हैं और जॉब्स की तरफ जाते हैं, तब हमें पता चलता है. एंड अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी स्टार्टेड दिस in 2018 and we have been working on all these skills which you have just mentioned. और उसमें सबसे important चीज जो मैं चाहूंगी कि मैं यहाँ mention करूँ, वो ये है सर कि जो डिसीजन मेकिंग जिस पे हम काम कर रहे होते हैं, बेसिकली इट्स इन इटसेल्फ इट्स नॉट ओनली अ स्किल, उसके पीछे ये सारी स्किल्स होती है जिसके बिहाफ पे यू कैन बिकम अ लीडर. ये सारी चीजों के साथ मिल करके यू कैन बिकम अ लीडर. और उसमें जो आपने एक और चीज मेंशन की कि लीडरशिप क्या है, बेसिकली जो हम यूथ की बात करते हैं, एज आर ऑल द ट्रेनिंग्स आर अलाइन विद एसडीजी, तो उसमें हमारा जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है, अगर एक हमारी जब ट्रेनिंग हो रही थी तो उसमें जब पूछा गया कि 17 एसडीजीज में जो 17 है उसमें अगर हमें ऐड करना होगा, तो जब मेरा ओपिनियन लिया गया तो आई जस्ट गिव दिस ओपिनियन कि उसमें आप आईएसआर ऐड कीजिए, जिसको मैंडेटरी किया जाए कि जी इंडिविजुअल सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, एवरीवन हैज टू पे बैक टू द कम्युनिटी, टू द सोसाइटी, ताकि उसे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आए सिंस द बिगिनिंग एज अ यूथ, एज अ पार्ट ऑफ द सोसाइटी, ताकि वो अपनी जो लर्निंग है, जो अपनी स्किल्स हैं, उसको कंट्रीब्यूट करे, जिससे वो एक सेल्फ ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, सेंस ऑफ लीडरशिप आ सके उसमें. So I'm so happy, sir, you are with us and you have shared on this. You have talked about this topic. मुझे personally बहुत अच्छा लगा जफर साहब आपको अपने साथ यहाँ इस सेशन में देखते हुए. Thank you so much for joining us. And you know the background and everything, you know better than me. तो वो कितना मुश्किल होता है चीजों का. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us and giving your insights. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Sanam. Thank you very much
Yes,
for this wonderful
ji sir.
work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. A pleasure. Yes.
Okay, so moving forwards, it's my pleasure to welcome our estimated panelists for this session. So we are honored to have Rabia Khan, founder of Her Voice, platform dedicated to empowering women through technology, education, and community engagement, amplifying voices and creating meaningful impact. Joining her is Dr. Mubina Fatma, a social scientist and educator, currently serving as academic coordinator at a Bremen International School and College with a PhD in sociology. Her work focuses on inclusive education and women's empowerment aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. We are also dedicated to have Ashifa Pasha, CEO of a Brandy, a visionary leader with over 25 years of experience in branding, digital transformation, and AI driven innovation, creating scalable impact across industries and global market. Together, our panelists bring diverse expertise from technology, education, and business leadership, making this discussion insightful and impactful. So please join me in welcoming our distinguished panelists. And with her, Ma'am Sanam is our moderator. I have already introduced her.
Thank you, Zainab. Thank you so much. After this, the valuable discussion, the global leaders, women leaders are with us to talk about few very important topics as panelists. Or Ashifa, you are fine, happy, healthy.
Hi,
Thank you
Sanam.
for
How are
joining.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Miss Mobina, welcome to the panel discussion. And Rabia, are you with us?
Thank you so much, Ms. Sanam. It's a pleasure for me to be here at this very August forum. Thank you so much, Zainab.
Yes, Miss Rabia is with us because I just received her message.
No, ma'am, I
Maybe
don't
because
think
of,
so.
yeah,
She haven't
Rabia.
joined yet.
Yes, Rabia. She's asking about the time. Let me reply her. No, please join. Ms. Zanab, you can just talk to her about the timing and ask her to join.
Okay,
Okay, meanwhile, I'm starting. So, yes, panelists, you all are ready. We are just going to talk about the topics which were given by you or like you have mentioned on the form. So, related to that, we are going to talk. As this is the conference series, we have started in March on 8th March, and now, Alhamdulillah, it's April. We have been working on or touching different, the topics related to women development, women empowerment, women leadership, as the theme for this year is right justice action. So we are talking about the empowerment through unity, जिसमें हमने बहुत सारी फीमेल्स के हवाले से भी बात किया, उनसे रिलेटेड डिफरेंट चैलेंजेस, डिफरेंट हमारे been feeling we are start with हमारा question uh, in you are working on digital skills. So I really want to know about the most practical ways we can bridge the digital gender gap, especially for women in underserved communities. What are the some practical ways? Ashwa, you are muted. Please unmute yourself.
I'm unable to hear you. Can you say it again? आपकी आवाज बहुत break.
Sure. I can.
There's so much distortion.
Okay. What are the most practical ways we can bridge the digital gender gap?
Practical ways. I can identify many practical ways, but do you think that anyone can follow that? Because it's a men's world, and we as a woman always face, we used to face, we are facing, and we will face these kind of issues. If you can see equality in offices, you haven't seen a CEO of a bank, a female CEO of a bank. Have you seen it? In Pakistan, I haven't seen anyone. There was a one woman in UBL, but there was not other. They don't allow female to come forward. They don't allow female to come into leadership. There are women like Dr. Sara and Dr. Meher, and there are other women who are working in the industry as an entrepreneur. They come in the leadership as an entrepreneur. You cannot have a position in a company as an employee in the leadership. If you see banking sector, if you can see media, if you can see FMCG, there are many companies, they have few female leaders, but for a limited time. I don't think so. We can have these kind of position in the future also. If you're talking about the digital thing, Mashallah, we have a very talented generation now. There, I've seen in 10 Pearl, there are many female young generation girls who are studying engineering. They're working in the coding. They're doing software development. Another thing, they're in the digital. They're doing good. But if we talk about those female who are already in the middle age, or they're in the senior position in any company, they don't want to learn about the digital because they think that digital is now for the new generation, not for senior one. I have met many female. I talk about AI, I talk about digital, I talk about social media presence. They don't even know how to handle social media. They don't even know how important this thing is for them, for their PR, for their connections. We need training. We need to identify how this can be very easy for them, because the women are very shy. If we talk about the PR thing, if they work, we have two different perspective. One, they say that nazar lag jati hai if we talk about PR. Number two is if we are very famous, or we are into PR, or in social gathering, who will do the work? So these two perspective I have seen in women a lot. But the new generation is going very good. I feel that they're doing very good. But in my level of seniority, they are female. They don't want to learn about digital. If I even we talk about do you have a LinkedIn profile? They're like, no, I'm not active. I have so many things to do. I don't want to be a social.
Yeah, but what should be the ways? I mean, we can individually offer them the practical ways. What should be the
There
practical
should
ways
be
to overcome
trainings.
all these
There should
challenges?
be trainings in companies. It should be see, there are companies who are prioritizing the digital training, the digital inclusions in their company. That can help these kind of women. They should. How can I tell you that हम Pakistani or any woman, anywhere in any country, जब तक सर पे डंडा नहीं पड़ता, we don't want to do anything. जब तक हमारी कश्तियां जलती, we don't do anything. We don't act like a productive person. We don't act like a very energetic person. We are very lazy. Female are very lazy. Unless someone tell them that it's very important for your success, very important for your life, it's very important for your career to do this thing. So they have to learn this thing through their company, through their HR, that they have to be a digital expert. They should learn about digital.
Okay.
It's a very
Miss
important thing.
Miss Ashifa, I would like to add one thing here. There are a few things like there are two more important things which you have just talked about. Number one, कि अगर हम वो चीजें बता भी दें तो करेगा कौन? I believe कि देखिए women empowerment, digital inclusion और इस पे जितनी भी हम बात कर रहे हैं, it's not only Pakistan challenge or Pakistani females challenge. It's a global challenge. क्योंकि
But
हम जो
let
आलमी
me
दिन
let me tell
मनाते
you
हैं
one thing.
खवातीन
Do
वो
you think
आलमी
a woman?
मनाते
I'm sorry. Do you think a
जी
woman who's
जी तो
running a
और
house,
जी
who's looking after a
यस
company, she has so many things in her plate. She don't want to learn anything new. She don't take out some time for the friends or for her self. If even you can see, we talk about mental health, we talk
आई
about
बिलीव
time.
कि मेरे साथ शायद यहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे हैं जो इस बात का यकीन रखते हैं कि जी आशिफा जिस तरह अगर हम करें अभी कि कौन स्टार्ट कर सकता है कि बीइंग इंडिविजुअल आई एम अ फीमेल आई स्टार्ट आई इवन मैंने कोरोना के बाद ही स्टार्ट किया कि हाउ टू यूज लैपटॉप और किस तरह
It's
जूम पर
very
मीट
good.
करते हैं
हाँ.
क्योंकि ये भी एक चैलेंज था बट हम मेरे साथ साथ ऐसी बहुत सारी खवातीन थी ऐसे बहुत सारे मर्द हजरात थे जिन्होंने पहले कभी नहीं यूज किया था
It's a
कौन करेगा
challenge
हमारे
thing.
साथ इकराम साहब
No,
मौजूद हैं
it's a challenge thing.
हु इज द डीजी ऑफ पैमरा हाँ
See,
he can
it's a
initiate
challenge
एटलीस्ट
thing,
उस
na?
पे हम मुद्दे पे बात यस नंबर टू अब हम अगर लीडरशिप की बात करें इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट द कॉर्पोरेट फीमेल्स हमने एक इनिशिएट मजबूत बेटी मजबूत दुनिया जिसमें हमारे पास ज्यादातर जो खवातीन हमने जो उसमें एज लिमिट रखा था आशफा, दैट वाज 18 to 30 years, बट यू वॉन्ट बिलीव कि उसमें ज्यादातर हमारे पास अबव 30 फीमेल। इट मीन्स नाउ दे हैव रियलाइज्ड कि जी डिजिटल होना पड़ेगा हमें, एंड दे आर एम्पावरिंग देमसेल्व्स। तो पहली चीज तो ये कि हमें एटलीस्ट वी हैव टू गिव देम दी स्पार्क, वी हैव टू मेक।
That's what
दूसरी
I
चीज
was
हमने
saying.
लीडरशिप की बात की,
See, Sanam, that's what
डोंट
I
यू
was
थिंक?
saying.
जी
That's what I was saying,
जी
that
जी
we
जी,
have to give them a direction. We have to tell them, we have to inform them that this is very important for their, even if you can see you phone and Fatma Fertilizer, they're working in the rural area and very
yes,
lower category of female. They're giving them digital training. They're giving them mobile phone to do their businesses. They're making
yes,
them entrepreneur. There are women
exactly.
who are earning from there, but it's a challenge. It's still a challenge
अच्छा जी,
that
बिल्कुल
women think that
बिल्कुल।
if it's important,
ये
we have to tell them it's very important.
आशिफा इकराम साहब आपसे कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं? वो उन्होंने
Please, Ram.
आपके लिए एक लिखा है, सबके लिए, हमारे लिए, कि वी हैड अ फीमेल प्राइम मिनिस्टर, फीमेल स्पीकर ऑफ नेशनल असेंबली, सीएम पंजाब इज अ फीमेल, चेयरपर्सन पैमरा इज अ फीमेल, यही इज
चार
द डीजी
औरतें,
पैमरा, एंड द चेयरपर्सन पैमरा इज अ
I
फीमेल,
can give you
आईटी
10,000
मिनिस्टर इज
company
फीमेल।
names जो जहाँ पे they don't have female. I am from industry. I'm not from government sector. I'm talking about private sector. I don't want to talk about government sector. I'm from private sector. There are very talented women who are working in the industry. They can't get the job of CEO. There are so many women. I have seen them demotivated because a CEO should be a man because he is not
Yes,
emotional. Why?
yes,
Why? I don't understand this logic.
yes,
There's
I
so many
agree, I
things that
agree,
we should
I
learn
agree,
about it. There are companies, they can't take the job,
yes.
but still we have
It
very
means,
good female. We have
it's
Jahara,
their
we have
issue. Yes.
Musharraf Hai, we
Mm.
have Dr. Sara Saeed, we have Dr. Sadia Khan, we have many
Yes,
women.
yes, yes.
We have Tabinda from
Yes, Ashifa.
Arfa Technology. There
Yes,
are women
exactly.
who are in the
Arfa Karim
industry
Foundation. Yes,
good,
bilkul.
and in the digital industry.
Okay, taking this question, Ashifa. यस, वेरी मच ट्रू। अब इसके लिए भी बिल्कुल हमारा यही जवाब है आशिफा, जो सर ने लिखा है कि शिकवा जुल्मत शब्द से तो कहीं बेहतर था आपने हिस्से की कोई शमा दे अब जलाते जाते। लेकिन इसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट व्हाट आई फील, जो हम बात कर भी रहे थे, कि जी जो लीडरशिप पोजीशन से जब हम बात करते हैं ना, उसमें जो सबसे बड़ा बैरियर है वो वुमेन इटसेल्फ है। वो क्यों है? क्योंकि हमने खुद को ही एज लीडर एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है। जो हम एक रिडल की बात
Yeah,
करते हैं कि
that's what I'm
जिसमें जो है
saying.
वो एक सर्जन था जिसके बेटे का एक्सीडेंट हुआ था, और जब उनसे पूछा गया कि जी वो फादर जो है वो उनको हॉस्पिटल लेके गए, देन हु वाज द सर्जन, तो सारे हैरान हो जाते हैं कि वो तो फादर ही थे। मतलब हम खुद से एक्सेप्ट करने को तैयार नहीं थे कि वो फीमेल थी, वो फीमेल सर्जन थी। तो द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चैलेंज इज स्टार्ट एक्सेप्टिंग। मुबीना, मूविंग टुवर्ड्स यू, यही क्वेश्चन को हम आपकी तरफ भी लेकर आएंगे। प्लीज, वी नीड योर इनसाइट ऑन दिस क्वेश्चन।
First of all, thank you so much for sharing the insight. Ashifa shared it very well, but to some extent, a bit, everybody has the own school of thought. What I see is that era is going to
Yes.
change. It's evolving with every passing day, and women are taking the lead positions. And first thing first is let me start with the very notion that imagine a world where every young mind is not just educated but empowered, where every woman don't just dream but leads, and where every classroom becomes the birthplace of the future change makers. I think that when women come together with purpose, they don't just share the ideas, the perspective, but actually they create the impact. And honestly, it's a pleasure for me to be a panelist, to be a speaker on this very platform, Yes You Can Global Foundation, who provides me this opportunity to be the part of this global platform that celebrates the excellence, the dedication, and the powerful role the women play in shaping the societies. So, keeping ourselves on the positive side, that era is going to evolve. era is going to change. Now people, you have just talked about that it's a male dominating society. Yes, but now the male dominating society is realizing the need of time, that we have to empower our females, our girls, our daughters, to equip themselves with the future ready skills, because they have to generate, they have to upbring the next generation. So I must say that, as the former speaker also said, that when we create the space with purpose, we don't just host the conversation, we actually inspires the change. And we are living, especially in this world that is rapidly changing. With every passing day, we are facing, we are acknowledging, we are looking into more AI tools. And honestly, being a coordinator, I don't ask the teacher that you will be replaced by AI. I must say that the teachers who are not equipped with that particular skill, they will be a step back, because the teachers who are equipped with those skills, they will move forward. So in this a booming era of the skills, we have to make our younger generation, especially the females, with the future ready skills. We have to equip them not only with the academic knowledge, but with the skills like critical thinking, like adaptability. We have to inculcate first in our own self, that how we have to realize the need of time, how we have to adapt and collaborate and show the empathy towards our younger generation, because they have to serve next. So I think that we have to adapt this thing, that era is changing, and we have to inculcate, with the help of training, with the help of uh, uplifting their morale, that they have to come up, they have to come out of their comfort zone, because comfort zone is not the growth zone. So that is like, it's a very, very indigenous thought, that is, I think, that is not in vogue, that it's a male dominating society. I think women have a true empowerment in this era. So uh, like, we cannot generalize it that women are not taking the leadership positions in corporate sector. It's not like that. Women are, even I personally believe that in our educational sector, women are taking the lead. And they themselves say that our family, there is a support from our family side, that
Mhm.
yes, you can take this training, you can equip yourself with the latest
Mhm.
tools. So
Thank you very much, Mobina, for your insight. Here, I would like to invite Ikram Sahab, although he is not the part of panelist, but I would request him to just give his opinion or insight on this question, practical ways, and what's his opinion on it, sir, if you can.
Thank you, madam. It's an interesting debate. I'm listening since start of the session, and
Yes.
certainly, I also have a presentation to make afterwards, where I have shared some
Yes.
data. I have placed some data in
Sure.
that how we are lacking
Mhm.
behind in real sense in the women empowerment side, whether that is the governance side, that is about rights, that is about justice, or that is about even taking actions. Uh, but certainly, I have mentioned the example of my own organization. The chairperson of my own organization is a female, right?
Yes.
And I am working
Mhm.
under her, and I have no issues, right? So, Madam has rightly pointed out that there is a difference in the government sector as well as in the private sector, because in the government sector, if we see the trend of the female uh, contenders of the CSS, they are increasing every year. If you study the data of the universities, the toppers of the universities, all the universities of Pakistan, you will see 60 to 70% toppers are females. But what happened when they come
But
into the
sir, we are
practical side?
talking about digital thing, na? We are not
I'm
talking
coming to
about
that, madam.
generic.
I'm coming
There
to
are
that, madam.
female who are doing very good, alhamdulillah, and everywhere, in every industry. We're just talking about digital.
I'm coming towards that, madam, if you kindly allow me. The certainly digital gap exists. What I'm trying to
Yes.
say is that potential exists. They have the potential. We cannot say, no one can say that females have had not potential. They have the intellect as well. But the problem is, again, today I was discussing the issue of this digital gap with a teacher of a high school who is teaching in a high school of girls, and she was mentioning that we are facing real problems in connectivity with the students because government has asked to conduct online sessions. And in government schools, most of the girls who are studying in the government schools, they belongs to lower middle class or even lower middle class. So that they are having the issue of connectivity because in their homes they might be having, or mostly they are having, one telephone which is with their father, and the father is not available in home. So the students are not getting that availing that facility of that online lecture due to this thing. So these are the issues, these are there. But the problem is how we have to actually uh, you know fill the gaps, how we have to work about that. Certainly it is the responsibility of the government as well, policymakers as well, that when they make policies they have to see the inclusion side of it, that how they can include the female side, female perspective. I have mentioned one sentence in my presentation at the last, and I want to speak here, that only a female can bring female's perspective in the policy. A male cannot bring a female's perspective in the
Yes.
policy. This is the difficulty which we are having. So what I was trying to highlight in my message in the chat was that if females are there, the IT minister is the female. She should do something for the female inclusion in the digital infrastructure. PEMRA's chairperson is a female. She should do something for the female inclusion in the media side as well. The CM is the female. She should do something about that. I'm just trying to make that government side dominance of the females in the government side matters. You just see the record of the National Assembly of Pakistan,
Yes.
where all the bills about female rights were presented by the females. Not a single male has presented. So it means females have a role to play when they come into the policy making positions. So they have to play their role there. Once they will play their role there, we will see the trickle down effect also, that it
Very
finally
true. Very
comes
true.
to downsides. I was studying a report of the World Economic Forum which said, and the SDG implementation report also, which said that it will take the pace at which we are working, it will take 123 more years to achieve equality. So it means the pace is very slow.
Oh my
We
God.
have to work actually. The action part is missing.
Yes.
So I'll discussing more in my own presentation actually. So you kindly continue with the
Sir.
debate. Thank
Sure,
you.
sir. Sure. Yes, sir. Please. Ji, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
I
so much, sir.
agree
Thank you
with
so much, sir, for your insight.
Ikram.
Actually, I will Miss Ashfa.
Sorry, I was saying that I agree with Ikram Saab that we should work on that, that women take lead. They are in the government, but they are not in the private sector
Yes.
that actively. They should do something for other women. But I'm very happy that our new
Miss-
generation is doing very good.
Yes, yes, miss. The third panelist, Miss Rabia.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Please introduce yourself. Walaikum assalam.
This is a
As we have already started the discussion. So my question for you is, economic inclusion is a key pillar of empowerment. What are the top 2 to 3 actionable steps women can take today to become financially independent, to more practical outcomes, so that female out of this IWD, they can take some fruitful or actionable things from here. Please let us know about those steps.
So now, actually, your voice is a bit distorted. So can you please repeat your question?
Sure, I can. Economic inclusion, you talk about it, right? So it is the key pillar of empowerment. What are the top 2 to 3 actionable steps women can take today to become financially independent to start their own income journey?
All right. So this is such a nice point, and I would like and thank you so much for inviting me. First of all, I would like to thank you. Secondly, economic uh, for women who are not financially independent, I always tell them to become self-sufficient. Like there are a lot of working opportunities that are available from home. If you have a nice internet, if you are a bit educated, you can earn a lot from your home through freelancing, through online tutoring, and there are a lot of other ways you can like by showing your content on social media you can earn a lot. So but the basic question is that even in small cities and women online presence is quite less. They are not provided even internet facility. Like I was, if I'll just talk about global statistics, then 25 to 50 million fewer women are online than male, and 90% young women offline in low income countries. So if you see the digital gap, and only 65% women for every 100 men, this is actually the figure. So basically, female have very low participation in ICT and coding. And if you just talk about the figures in AI, so only 12% of AI researchers are women. Rest of them are male community. So these are the basic factors, and government like authorities, not only government authorities, but every female should step, take step for the basic literacy of the women. Like I always talk about women independent and women independence. So I try to teach young girls to be independent, to earn from home, even providing coaching classes, even starting from the freelancing, designing posters through AI tools. There are a lot of AI tools they can, earn very well. It is not, I would not say that it is just solely responsibility of government. Each of us are responsible, and we should, literate the female around us. In this way, we can be financially, not only financially independent, but we can play our part in economic growth. So, at government level, or at the people who are sitting on authorities, they should provide awareness about SDG, like innovation, access to women, and inclusive infrastructure, and SDG 10, like digital equality and economic inequality and access enable opportunity. So the gap exists because of cost. I would say that it's just not. There are other reasons like culture, education, safety. So its impact on loss economic potential and limited innovation. So AI,
Mr. Abia, your voice is not clear, it's lagging. We are unable to hear you clearly. Yeah.
am I audible now?
You are, but your voice is not clear at all.
Okay, so AI inclusion is very important. AI inclusion for female, it's very important. I'm just talking about South Asia, that there are 27% gender gap in internet use. So so remote work and education and entrepreneurship are the main, basic points by which, by opting those points, a female can be independent and play part in the economic, stability of a country. Thank
Right, right. Although we were unable to hear you properly, so I cannot comment on it because I was unable. Yes, as we are closing this powerful discussion, although I don't want, but we have to close the discussion. I would request each speaker to give the final 30-second message or the solution on the topic. Ji, Ms. Ashifa.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, so I think that if women are or will be included in economy and digital spaces, we will transform our economy. The GDP will be boosted. I feel that women should be included in every department, every leadership in every company. That's my take on.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your message for today.
Thank you so much, Sanam. I would strongly agree with the suggestions and the viewpoints of Ms. Rabia. She was rightly said that digital inclusion is a must. Alongside, I just want to add one more point that
Yes.
one thing that is there in our mind that we want to start with a very big scale, so very big capital. We have to
Mohammed?
start small, we have to scale gradually, because we should not wait for the big capital that we have this scale and we have this capital and then we will start. We can start even with the home based businesses. We can start the online selling through the social platforms. So keeping ourselves equipped with the AI integration, AI tools, we have to take the initiative, because we always used to wait for the proper time and the proper time doesn't come. So we have to start. We have to take the step, and I would agree with the very notion that you conveyed at the very beginning, that when there is no one, we have to push our own selves. So
Very
that's the
true,
key.
very true. Thank you so much. Ms. Rabia,
Thank you so much.
would you like to share your message or your
Yes, I would.
take of
Yes,
today?
I would like. I would like to share that Ms. Paracha was quite right that we should stand for our for equality, and because I have observed that in different organizations, when we try to apply or become a part of senior level leadership, they avoid hiring female on senior positions. So this is one of the main reason in government sector. But since we cannot, fight and discriminate uh, uh, things or drag things, so I just added the point that we first of all the females should be united, and if they are not offering anything by the government or by the by authorities or by organizations, they should start working from home, and they can start making money and be try to be independent at their own. But yes, awareness is mandatory, so every one of us should try every one of us should educate people around us and provide free trainings to them, so in this way they can be more powerful, and they can start earning. Thank you so much.
Very true, Ms. Rabia. I think this is one of the most practical solution we can say that although we have talked about the policies and the rules, laws, but yes, on at our level or on the grassroots level, what we can do that we can start working for ourselves. So now we are just closing this powerful discussion. I want to bring us back to the key message. Justice requires courage. Empowerment requires action. Impact requires unity. So women should stand for women, and so that all those things which we are talking about can actually work. So this is the message of today's, this panel discussion and the overall IWD conference series, that we women should support women. So thank you all the panelists for your insights and for your discussion on this powerful topic. Thank you so much once
Thank
again
you,
for
Sanam.
joining us and sharing your insights. Ikram Saab, although it's now your session, but I would request you if you can allow us, like Dr. Ranuka, she is joining us today. has a meeting right after this. So if you allow her, we can have her session first and then your after her, if you
Sure,
permit
sure, madam.
kindly.
Sure,
Thank
madam.
you so
Please
much. So
proceed.
nice of you, sir. So nice of you, sir. Yes, Dr. Renuka, please introduce her, my team, so that we can start with her.
Mavish, Mavish Arjun.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Renuka Thakur, a sustainability leader and a global partnership builder, and the founder and CEO of the Global Sustainable Future Network. Through her work, she connects researchers, policymakers, businesses, and communities across more than 180 countries to collaborate on solutions for climate actions and sustainable development. A strong advocate for the UN Sustainable Development Goal, particularly SDG 17 Partnership for the Goals, Dr. Thakur is widely recognized for building global platforms that empower researchers, youth, and communities to contribute to the climate resilience and sustainable future. Her leadership has earned several international recognition, including Creative Women 2025 Award and the Global SDGs Women Ambassador Award. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Renuka Thakur. Ma'am, floor is
Thank you
yours.
so much.
It's a
I hope
pleasure.
you can hear me and see the screen as well.
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you so much. And I'm very sorry to get into the queue and thankful to the organizer and the speaker who allowed me to get here. So thank you. I did miss the previous session, which I was to deliver, but I am very glad and honored to be here today and get this opportunity to share something that I have always aspired and own myself. Okay, so thank you very much. I have been listening to the previous conversation and they are very, very inspirational, informative, and I hope that these messages would reach many, many young leaders, I mean, young women and young people who can take it over. So thank you very much. So here I would like to speak about global perspectives and SDG 17, which I have, owned for myself, and I have created some platform which and my experience. So I will share that. So having a background of researcher as a researcher in climate change and sustainability, I have seen that the problems of water shortage, loss of water, forest cover, depletion of minerals, and extinction of species, and oil depletion, and many other such problems I have been, observing, as you all might be observing as well. But I have been thinking in them as a problem and how I can solve them. How can I offer some solution to these problems, or can be a part of that big solutions where I can be actively contributing in solving or lessening these problems for the world. So that is where my inspirations start. And I'm a mature student. I started, re-entered education at the age of 43, and I became a PhD, a graduate. I got my doctorate at the age of 56. So that is the first message I should say, that age should not stop you anywhere. And there is always an opportunity that you should look into yourself in saying that how I can do what I wanted to do. And I actually also want to also share that I was a graduate attending university with my daughter, who was in the last year and I was in the first year. So things can be like that. You need not have to stop yourself getting engaged into a small environment, saying that I'm not able to move. So it is up to you to create opportunities. So yes, looking at these several climate disasters, they are not small. Even if we don't realize or don't experience in day-to-day life, they are costing a lot of resources, including money, which is like here I have presented 101 billion loss due to the fire and other coastal and disasters. So you can imagine that it is impacting economy. And it is also impacting our future and our future generations' future. I mean, not only our future, but future generations, being on Earth and so on. So, having said that, we need to understand climate science and weather. And why I'm talking all this from the climate science, because it is everyday experiment, and women have to do more. Women have engagement with such a climate because they have to not only do the home chores such as cooking and washing or buying things from the local market and so on, but also they need to understand how the climate is changing and how that will impact their family economic status, or how they can become more resilient to these problems, how they can become more efficient in dealing with these problems. Because climate science has showed us that it does not only affect climate or weather, but it also affects several other industries, such as agriculture is the most one, but also other industries and also education now. If it is flooding, your child will not go to education. If it is hot, your child will not be comfortable. And it also engages technology and many other things. So we need to know climate and why we are talking about climate change. And also, my as an early career researcher at the age when I graduate at the age of 56, I came across plenty of problem as a researcher, that whether I should be in academic and continue just doing lecturing and presenting the blah, blah, blah for 20 years, which other lectures have been presenting, or should I do something innovation, or should I engage with industry to show them a new roadmap? But all this created so many challenges that I was left as an early career researcher doing nothing, or maybe a little bit of what I had to do forcefully as a part of my making my living or something else. And I found this situation with many other early career researchers, and therefore I started a network, and which I will talk about it later. But also these are the things that are creating inequality in the world. And when I say inequality, it is inequality in every sense. Inequality in opportunity, inequality in natural resources, inequality in employment, inequality in everything that you have. And so we need to be very responsible in understanding the environmental consequences, social consequences, and economic consequences that has been created through climate change. Of course, there have been all these challenges around the world, but climate change has accelerated those challenges. And therefore, we need to be more vigilant. So that is what I want to say here. And of course, as I mentioned, the inequalities, there are everywhere, these inequalities, and they have been accelerated due to climate change. But at the same time, when you look at the news, you will see or listen the news related to energy, like scarcity of energy or energy security. You will be listening to news of your personal security, you will be listening news on economic problems and so on. So it even though even if you are not directly connected to politics or climate change, these two aspects are impacting your lifestyle each and every day, and they are also impacting the decisions that you take for each and every activity. For example, because of the war, there has been scarcity of oil, and it is impacting your decision whether you should use your car for just leisure or just use car efficiently. So these are the decisions we unconsciously take, even though there are big problems in global region and we don't realize them. So we are the part and parcel of the global scenarios around the world. And having recognized that climate change is occurring and it is impacting our future generation, there was a Brundtland report that highlighted that we should be looking at the development that meets the needs of present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. And that is how, we also got these three pillars that we should be looking not only at economic development, which started nearly 200 or more years before as part of industrialization, and the social economic development, social development started just, I think, 100 years ago. We recognized that there should be a social development, but we lately 50, 60 years ago, really came across the insignificance of environmental development as well. So we have to be balanced. We have to do the development that is balanced through all these three pillars. And the dialogue of this sustainable development has gone far more advanced. It has been debated. It is a fluid concept, and now lately it has been accepted as towards 17 sustainable development goals, which we need to achieve for not only for us but for the whole globe. And that is where I think the essence, these are, I call them a magic goals, because they were prepared by consulting more than 80 million people around the world, and they are for the people and by the people. And they are very, very magical, because if you achieve one, you will be able to achieve 4 to 5 other goals, and they are all interconnected. So if you don't know what are sustainable development goals, I would request you to just Google it and find something more about it and relate yourself with it. And they signify, their achievement signifies that we should be making sustainable transformation to the stronger societies and economics, leaving no one behind. And there are several targets within these sustainable development goals, and there are these 5 pillars of P, which are people, prosperity, peace, partnership, and planet, which has to be achieved hand in hand. So, and if such sustainable development goals need to be integrated into the society, we need to have institution-wide collaborative approach in which we need to make sure that whatever we research, we put applied research into sustainability, we extend that to the community, we also embed sustainable development goals or sustainability into our operations. And of course, education needs to be associated with how we implement education or increase the education or foundation of sustainability to local, national, and global level, and how we can create environmental stewardship, future-looking outlook, and global citizenship to establish social justice and well-being around the world. So having said that, and having all that, as my background or my aspiration to create a global citizenship, or to global or to increase the network around the world for leaving no one behind, I started Global Sustainable Futures Network Progressive Partnership in 2020, and today I have 10,000 coordinators in 175 countries or more. And what we do is that we simply invite people to join freely through our form. And this form asks you 6 elements. And we ask you, what is your driver for sustainable like which goal is your driver? So are you aspiring quality education, that is SDG 4, or climate change, SDG 13, or you want to decrease poverty, SDG 1, or you want to decrease hunger in world, that is SDG 2, and so on. And we also have a level where we call global or country level or university level. We even have tribal level. We have many other levels where I would say wherever you stand strong, you need to take that level, whether it is home, family, and all. Uh, and we have domains like research, education, enterprise, and community, because I feel that anyone's activity falls into this one of the domain. And having said that, we also ask 3 collective words which describe your activities. For example, if you are working in plastic industry using your waste to make energy and then so on, so then it could be waste plastic collection. And with these 6 elements, you become a unique chair in the world. And what we ask you not to do anything extra. I believe that your learning and the activity at workplace allows you to make these 6 elements choice. And you just continue to do this, what you are doing. And at the end of the year, we have annual conference where we invite self-nomination to tell people what they have been doing towards it. And we encourage them to get an award. An award is, we have different levels of award like bronze, gold, silver, platinum, and so on. And we give awards on the face value where you have created impact on the society. So that is what we do to encourage and empower individual people who would wish to be a part of this collective system going towards sustainability, leaving no one behind. And what we believe is that any network or collaborative activity such as this, what we are here today, provides us a leadership culture framework. Traditionally, the leadership culture is like dependent culture. In a sense, there is a top level manager who educates or who directs rest of the people, and that is called people in authority type of responsibility leadership. However, then we have another type of leadership which is like individual people who work in silos and try to become experts in their own way. It is very good, but however, still we are not having a collective power here. And what is interdependent collaborative nature of leadership is that we are all independent, however, we are all dependent on each other. If Sanam did not call me today, I will not be here to share with you. So it is, though we are independent, we are collaborating with each other, and that is called interdependent collaborative nature of leadership. And that is what I believe. And it allows us to be self-leader, because I have taken this leadership responsibility of being here, and she took a leadership responsibility of inviting me. So it is all about your self-leadership, and it is being proactive, being accountable to yourself and others. And then the coach like engagement can happen. I have learned so much today from other speakers and the discussions, whereas you will also learn something new from me. So it is a coach like engagement, and it is interdependent collaboration, as I already mentioned, and we become a team where we have one goal together of empowering or whatsoever you may say. And then that becomes our culture. So that is what I think we need to have as a culture leadership. And for just giving an example of another partnership, like I have many partnership around the world, but giving an example of a partnership, today I am as a partner here with Sanam, but also there are other partners, and I would like to just raise my recent partners profile, that I have connected to IGC, and I am a sustainability global leader there, there, where I am promoting a program on sustainability. And what I am doing here is that I want to just create a community collaboration bridging global priorities and local actions. And therefore, I want to create, three types of chairs, which could be like global chairs, country chairs, and regional chairs, who would be having a core competition competencies that can allow community engagement, partnership skills, ESG literature, which I mean, because I'm basically from the carbon credit, ESG, and sustainability background, I'm facilitating that type of engagement. And for that, what I have suggested, I mean, we have initiated three types of flagship activity, where one is about Green Award cohort activity for SMEs. We have also community resilient laboratories. And then the third activity is sustainability dialogues and evidence to action briefs. So having these flagship programs will help us to move forward the sustainability dialogue, but not only dialogue, we will be able to implement, and we will be also able to experiment through the laboratories. So that is where we are moving, and that is my core aspiration for people who can join a GSFN. And we provide many other programs like this in agriculture, SME industries, and so on. And I will stop here for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nandika, for your insights and all the information you have shared with us. We would appreciate if you can share with us the details how to become the part of your initiative, so we can share in our groups or in our circle, so that most of the females, like as we have in Women Venture, they can be the part of your programs. If you can share with us, we can share the
Absolutely, I
details and
will.
we'll be. Thank you so much for your time and your insights. Yes. Who else is like Ms. Zainab or Ms. Osama? You are going to.
Assalamu alaikum,
Yes.
everyone. I am Husama Shimroz Chandio, and I am by profession an empowerment strategist and working as an outreach head with Yes You Can Global Foundation, which is my immense pleasure to be part of this global foundation. Today I'm going to introduce Mr. Mohammad Ikram Barkat. It is my pleasure to introduce him, a distinguished public sector leader and Director General at the Pakistan Electronic Media Regulatory Authority, PAMRA. With over 25 years of experience in governance, media regulation, and public policy, he has played a vital role in strengthening Pakistan's media landscape through ethical broadcasting, regulatory, innovation, and digital transformation. A respected keynote speaker and thought leader, Mr. Barkat frequently shares insights on leadership, media, and the future of digital governance. inspiring professionals and young leaders alike. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mohammad Ikram Barkat. It's our immense pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much, Osama, and thank you, Madam Sanam, for inviting me. What an inspiring talk by Dr. Renuka, and I think we should have people like that, inspiring people who can encourage women. I want to start with the same शेर जो मैंने लिखा है ना, मैं उसी से शुरू करना चाहूंगा कि शिकवे जुल्मते शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था, अपने हिस्से की कोई शम्मा जलाते जाते. So we have two choices. One is sit and just, say that kuch bhi theek nahi ho raha. And the second is to do something. Kuch theek kar lein, kuch apna hissa dal lein, kuch kar lein. And this is one of the forum and one of the session where we are, trying to do the same. अगर आप मैंने एक presentation आपको share किया था, अगर आप because I am not the host, अगर आप उसको screen share कर दें, तो मैं quickly उसको go through करना चाहूंगा. सो दैट हम गवर्नेंस बेसिकली मैं गवर्नेंस के हवाले से ज्यादा बात करना चाहूंगा. तो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड जब तक आप स्क्रीन शेयर करते हैं, बेसिकली वीमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात, इंटरनेशनल वीमेन डेज जब भी आता है तो हमारे यहाँ कुछ सेशंस होते हैं, कुछ सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है और कुछ कॉन्फ्रेंसेस की जाती हैं, लेकिन व्हाट इज एक्चुअली द प्रैक्टिकल स्टेप्स वी आर टेकिंग, उस पर भी बात होनी चाहिए कि हमारा एक्शन क्या है, क्या हम सिर्फ गुफ्तगू तक महदूद हैं और आर वी डूइंग समथिंग इन द प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ. So what is actually women empowerment? We need to understand that हर किसी का अपना perspective है, everyone speaks from his own perspective, but globally they say that ability to make strategic life choices or access to the resources, opportunities, and decision-making processes and partnerships, and then freedom from discrimination, violence, and inequalities. All these, when combined, so they form definition for the women empowerment, which is being used by the international bodies, especially. And certainly, when we say that women empowerment, so it is, I can say that it is central to the, when we talk about sustainable development goals, especially, so it is central to that sustainable development and good governance, because no society, I believe, can progress leaving half of its population behind. So we need to include them in the process. We need to have them, their say and their point of view in the policy making process, as well as in the implementation side of that thing. So it is actually not just a social issue, it is economic issue, it is a political issue, it is a technological imperative as well, which we are discussing in the shape of digital governance. And then these empowered women can lead to the stronger institutions, inclusive growth, and resilient societies, I believe. So when we say empowerment, it is not a charity, actually. We should not beg it from anyone. It is not a charity. It is a governance responsibility. The governance framework has to provide this. There are two ways. When we are living in a democracies, the systems are governed by regulation or regulatory frameworks or law. When there are no democracies, then you can say that the system can govern by religion or by anything else. Religion is there as well, but in the democratic governance systems, the systems are normally governed through laws. So empowerment is not a charity. It is a governance responsibility, and it is empowerment is not just a goal. This is stated by the UN Women Charter, that it is not just a goal. It is prerequisite for sustainable development. So we need it if we want to achieve those 17 goals which we are talking about again and again. We need this empowerment strongly. So I'll request you to move further and go to the slide number 4, where I have tried to highlight the governance framework which Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan provides. On the 4th slide, few articles of Constitution are mentioned there. I want there. Please stop there. I want everyone, especially belonging to Pakistan, must see that what our country or our Constitution gives us, what rights they provide in the Constitution to the women or to the citizens of the country. Article 3 says, number one, we all should know that there are fundamental rights. A complete chapter of the fundamental rights given in the Constitution of Pakistan, starting from Article 9 to Article 28. So these are almost 21, 22 articles which provides a rights framework for every citizen of the country, irrespective of the gender. So we should know those rights. First of all, we should know our rights, and then we will be able to claim our rights from the governance framework. So we need to study that. That is our, fundamental right and legal right to know what are our rights actually. What are those are given by the law. Then I have highlighted few, 3 or 4 or 5 articles. Article 3 says that there should be elimination of discrimination, elimination of exploitation. And what it says, this is an ideology given in the Constitution, from each according to their ability. The state will receive, the country will receive from each citizen from according to their ability. Everyone has to contribute according to their ability, and the state will take care of the each and pay them according to their work. So we need to see whether they are being paid according to their work, or there some discriminations are exist there, especially when we talk about gender discriminations. Then Article 14, that is for everyone, that says the dignity of a man, dignity of a human is inviolable. You cannot violate the dignity of a person, whether that is a male or that is a female. Then it ensures the equality of citizens. No discrimination shall be there on the basis of gender. That is the right given in the Constitution to us. Then there is an Article 25A that says that every citizen has equal right of education. And then there is an Article 34, which is particular for the women, that full participation of women in all spheres of national life shall be ensured by the state. So this is the framework which exists in our Constitution. Then it says that protection of family, mother and child shall be ensured. This is specific for the women and family. And then promotion of social justice. So all this is given in the charter, which under which the state is being governed. So whether we are provided with these rights, we have to analyze whether we have been provided or not. Under these articles, 30 plus laws, there are more, but 30 plus laws are specific to the women rights, which are passed by the Parliament of Pakistan, which are in field, right? Whether we know what rights those laws are providing to us, whether our Pakistan's females know about that. I'm sure 90% don't know that what are their rights, what actually legal framework has been provided for their protections. So they don't know. When they don't know, so फिर शिकवा जुल्मत शब ही चलेगा. So we need to learn these things as well. This is the framework under which every citizen is being governed. जिसको पता है वो अपना राइट फिर लेने के लिए एफर्ट भी करता है. तो इस पर भी मैं मैडम सनम से कहूंगा एक एक करके कुछ ना कुछ सेशन जरूर कराएं, लोगों को अवेयरनेस हो कि आपके लीगल राइट्स क्या अवेलेबल हैं, आपको गवर्नेंस स्ट्रक्चर ने क्या राइट्स दिए हैं. और अगर आप अगली स्लाइड पे आ जाइए तो एसडीजीज को थोड़ा सा मैं टच करना चाहूंगा. SDG 5 is about gender equality. You all know, we have discussed it number of times. Then SDG 8 talk about decent work and economic growth, equal opportunities and decent work for the women as well. Then SDG 10, which is the most important one, which says inequalities will be reduced. And when I study the report, this SDG framework started from 2015, and now we are sitting in 2026, 11 years after introduction of this framework. Data is not available for this SDG 10. Whenever you study the report of implementation of SDGs, you will not find data about reduced inequalities in that report. So it means the world or global governance framework is failing to inculcate this data into their reports as well. It means the data is not being received from the countries as well. I'll show some statistics to you which will highlight that why it is happening. And then certainly SDG 16 is about peace, justice, and strong institutions. And I have already highlighted that strong institutions will be there when equal opportunities will be provided, when half of the population will also be taken care of. And if you move to the this slide, which is on your screen, a recently public report about the Asia Pacific region on the progress of SDGs shows that it is on the decline. The progress is on the decline. The progress is off track. 103 targets of these SDGs, 103 will be missed out of 117. It means what we are going to achieve, only 14 targets. So we are missing 103 targets. It means the direction is not right. Paperwork is there, framework is there, but where is the implementation? There we lack. So we need to work on that. और वो जो मैडम हमेशा बात करती हैं, मैं खुद इसका बहुत बड़ा मैं कायल भी हूं, और मैं खुद भी इसकी बात करता हूं कि जब तक इंडिविजुअल चेंज नहीं होगा, जब तक इंडिविजुअल जिम्मेदारी फील नहीं करेगा, उस वक्त तक सोसाइटी चेंज नहीं हो सकती। खुदा ने आज तक उस कौम की हालत नहीं बदली, ना हो जिसे अपनी हालत खुद बदलने का ख्याल। तो वो वाली बात है, वो बड़ी जरूरी है। और कुरान की एक और आयत है कि जिस तरह के अवाम होंगे, उसी तरह के हुक्मरान भी मुसल्लत किए जाएंगे। तो पहले अपने ऊपर तो गिला करें ना, पहले अपने ऊपर गिला करें कि व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एक्चुअली, वेदर वी आर। मैं क्या चाहता हूं, मैं एक बड़ा खतरनाक फिक्रा बोलने लगा हूं। मैं ये चाहता हूं कि मेरे लिए तो अल्लाह की जात गफूर रहीम हो, मुझसे कोई गलती हो जाए मुझे तो माफ कर दे, लेकिन मेरे सामने वाले से हो जाए ना अगर, तो उसको मत छोड़े,
उसके लिए कहा है,
उसके लिए
उसके
कहार
लिए
हो वो।
खुदा से
मेरे लिए तो गफूर रहीम हो, उसके लिए ना हो। सो व्हाट इज दिस, दिस इज वेयर एक्चुअली वी लैक। वही अपने लिए पसंद करो, अपने भाई के लिए भी वही पसंद करो जो अपने लिए करते हो, ये भी हमें कहा गया है। तो जब इस पर आ जाएंगे तो चीजें कुछ ना कुछ बेहतर होनी शुरू हो जाएंगी। ये कुछ रियलिटी चेक्स हैं, इस स्लाइड पे आप देखेंगे। ये जो अभी किसी ने क्वेश्चन भी किया था, तो आप देखिएगा, ये उसमें चैट में क्वेश्चन था, 64% राइट्स, अगर अगर मेल्स को 100% राइट आप कंसिडर कर लें अवेलेबल हैं, तो दुनिया में 64% राइट्स खवातीन को अवेलेबल हैं। इट मीन्स देयर इज अ गैप इन राइट्स व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट राइट। तो 36% gap exists. Women has 64% less legal rights than males. Only 60%. And then 44% of countries still not guarantee equal pay when they differentiate between genders. So ये भी एक gap exist करता है. Then लॉज फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ वुमेन राइट्स में जो ग्लोबल स्कोर है, जो कंट्रीज ने 67%, यानी 100% पे हमने जाना है दुनिया के ममालिक ने। सो वी हैव जस्ट लेजिस्लेटेड अबाउट 67% ऑफ द राइट्स एंड लीगल प्रोटेक्शंस दुनिया ने। और पाकिस्तान को देखें तो पाकिस्तान स्टैंड्स एट 46.6%। तो पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल एवरेज से भी नीचे खड़ा है। इसका मतलब है अभी लॉट ऑफ लेजिस्लेशन की जरूरत है, बहुत सारी लेजिस्लेशन। वो मैडम बात कर रही थी कि गवर्नमेंट में खवातीन का होना उनकी वो इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है। मैं कहता हूं है, क्यों है? ये जो गैप है ना राइट्स की लेजिस्लेशन का, ये वो खवातीन अदा कर सकती हैं जो नेशनल असेंबली में जाती हैं, जो इदारों की सरबराह बनती हैं, जो फेडरल सेक्रेटरी बनती हैं, जो आईटी मिनिस्टर हैं, वो डिजिटल राइट्स के ऊपर काम कर सकती हैं। जो इसी तरह जो खवातीन पार्लियामेंटेरियंस हैं, वो खवातीन के राइट्स के ऊपर काम कर सकती हैं। यू वुड बी हैप्पी टू नो कि यहाँ पे एक फीमेल स्टेटस ऑफ वीमेन के ऊपर एक पूरा बना हुआ है, कैकस बना हुआ है फीमेल पार्लियामेंटेरियंस का। दे शुड वर्क ऑन दैट। ये भी इसके ऊपर भी बात करनी चाहिए। एंड देन इसी तरह अगर इंप्लीमेंटेशन पे आ जाए, ये किसी ने क्वेश्चन किया था कि लॉज तो हैं, पहले तो ये देख लें कि लॉज ही अवेलेबल नहीं है, गवर्नेंस फ्रेमवर्क ही प्रॉपर अवेलेबल नहीं है। अगर है तो फिर इंप्लीमेंटेशन, अगर दुनिया ने 67% लेजिस्लेशन कर दी, तो दुनिया उसका 53% इंप्लीमेंट कर रही है। और पाकिस्तान में उसकी इंप्लीमेंटेशन देखें तो 27.5% है, 35%। सो इसका मतलब है हम बहुत ज्यादा लैग कर रहे हैं इंप्लीमेंटेशन में भी। जितने लॉज अवेलेबल हैं, they are not being implemented properly. So legal frameworks exist to some extent, but implementation gaps are there and they persists. अगर नेक्स्ट पे आ जाइए तो एक और छोटा सा ये डाटा है, ओनली 20.5% वीमेन इन पार्लियामेंट पाकिस्तान की पार्लियामेंट में मौजूद हैं, 20.5%। रेस्ट ऑफ द 79.5% आर मेल्स। फीमेल लेबर फोर्स पार्टिसिपेशन पाकिस्तान में सिर्फ 26% है। और इसको अगर मैं मीडिया से रिलेट करूं तो मीडिया में सिर्फ 5 to 7% है फीमेल पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ वर्कफोर्स। इसी तरह जो टाइम अनपेड केयर के ऊपर होता है, अनपेड केयर समझते हैं ना आप, घर में जो घर के काम हो रहे होते हैं सारे, हमने ये समझ लिया है कि ये तो जिम्मेदारी ही खातून खाना की है। सो 19.9% टाइम जो है अनपेड लेबर के ऊपर वीमेन दे रही हैं, और मेल मेल जो है वो सिर्फ 1.8% टाइम देते हैं, वेरी फ्यू। सो यहाँ भी गैप एग्जिस्ट करता है। एंड देन 16.2% वीमेन फेस फिजिकल वायलेंस और सेक्सुअल वायलेंस एनुअली, जो जिसकी रिपोर्टिंग होती है। इसी तरह 18.3% गर्ल्स आर मैरिड बिफोर 18 ईयर्स ऑफ एज। सो ये वो सारे इश्यूज, ये मैंने बहुत मुख्तसर से कुछ हाईलाइट किए हैं। बहुत बड़ा डाटा हो सकता है, बहुत बड़ी ज्यादा बात हो सकती है, लेकिन ये गैप्स हैं जो एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, जिन पर काम करने की जरूरत है, जिनके बारे में हमें पता हो अगर, तो फिर हम उस पर काम भी कर सकते हैं। नाउ शिकवा जुल्मत शब्द से थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ें अगर, और अगली स्लाइड पे आ जाएं, तो ये कुछ सक्सेस स्टोरीज भी हैं। वीमेन ऑन व्हील्स का एक कॉन्सेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस कराया गया अभी कुछ अर्सा पहले पंजाब के अंदर, जिसमें 6600 वीमेन को ट्रेंड किया गया है टू मोटरसाइकिल राइडिंग के हवाले से, और वो स्कूटीज उनको दी जा रही हैं कि वो आए, और जब उनकी मोबिलिटी इंक्रीज होगी और इंडिपेंडेंट होगी, तो दैट इंडिपेंडेंट मोबिलिटी कैन एम्पावर देम एज वेल। एक और सक्सेस स्टोरी पाकिस्तान की जो शायद बहुत कम डिस्कस होती है, रोशनी बाजी के नाम से आप जाके सर्च कीजिएगा गूगल पे। शी इज अ फीमेल बेस्ड एट कराची, एंड शी डिसाइडेड टू ट्रेन फीमेल इलेक्ट्रिशियंस। हमने बाज दफा ये सोच लिया है कि ये काम बस मर्द ही कर सकते हैं, गाड़ी चलाना
Very
मर्द
true.
का काम है। तो ये इस बैरियर से बाहर निकलना होगा कि कौन कर सकता है, एवरीवन कैन डू। एक जमाना था जब
Everyone.
कहते थे सिर्फ सिर्फ मेल ड्राइव करेंगे, फीमेल नहीं करेंगी, अब फीमेल ज्यादा ड्राइव करती नजर आती हैं। सो देयर इज अ चेंज। वो उस इलेक्ट्रिशियंस ट्रेंड कर रही हैं, वो रोशनी बाजी जो है कराची में, यू जस्ट गूगल इट, एंड इट इज वेरी यानी लोअर लेवल पे बात है। और उन्होंने इलेक्ट्रिशियंस की ट्रेनिंग देनी शुरू की है, उससे उन इंडिपेंडेंट इलेक्ट्रिशियंस, दे आर वर्किंग, दे आर गोइंग टू द पीपल एंड दे आर वर्किंग, वो ठेके ले रही हैं बकायदा घरों की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ठीक करने के। सो व्हाई कांट दे डू दैट? दे कैन डू दैट। एक और खातून है, उनको भी गूगल पे सर्च कीजिएगा, वो मोटर मैकेनिक की ट्रेनिंग देती हैं, गाड़ियां ठीक करने की ट्रेनिंग देती हैं। सो हु सेज इट इज अ मेल ओरिएंटेड जॉब? मुझे साउथ कोरिया जाने का इत्तेफाक हुआ, तो आई वाज मैं हैरान था कि ये जो टोल प्लाजाज हैं हाईवेज के ऊपर, एक भी मेल मौजूद नहीं था टोल कलेक्शन के लिए, सब फीमेल थी। ठीक है। सो हमने कुछ खुद ही बैरियर्स जो है ना वो बना लिए हैं कि हमने ये काम करना है और हमने ये काम नहीं करना है। इसी तरह गैस फिलिंग स्टेशंस के ऊपर आपको बहुत सारी फीमेल्स नजर आएंगी, पेट्रोल फिलिंग स्टेशंस के ऊपर नजर आएंगी। सो जॉब जॉब है, जिसकी जो स्किल लेवल है वो उसके मुताबिक करने की कोशिश कर सकता है। जो स्किल डेवलपमेंट है ना, दैट कैन ओनली डिसरप्ट जेंडर नॉर्म्स। सो वी नीड टू डेवलप द स्किल्स। ठीक है। और these are not, I have written in red that these are not just success stories, they are signals of transformation, right? और ये सिग्नल्स हमें देने चाहिए, क्योंकि शिकवा जुल्मत शब्द तो बहुत होता है, तो अपने हिस्से की शम्मा जलानी चाहिए। और अगर थोड़ा सा आगे नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे आए, जो कि ऑलरेडी आ चुकी है मेरा ख्याल है, कुछ लीगल रिफॉर्म्स के हवाले से भी काम हुआ है, चाइल्ड मैरिज के ऊपर लॉ आया है अभी रिसेंटली, वुमेन राइट्स के ऊपर बड़ी लैंडमार्क जजमेंट्स, प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स के हवाले से, डाउरी के हवाले से, खुला के हवाले से, उनके लिविंग के हवाले से। जज साहब ने अपनी, मैं रिसेंटली एक जजमेंट पढ़ रहा था, उन्होंने अपनी जजमेंट में लिखा है, देयर इज व्हेन यू आर इन अ मैरिटल रिलेशनशिप और अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, निकाह में है, तो देयर इज नो डिफरेंस दैट हु इज वर्किंग फॉर लिविंग एंड हु इज वर्किंग फॉर केयरिंग, दोनों बराबर हैं। कितनी खूबसूरत बात लिखी है। तो बेसिकली वी नीड टू एक्चुअली हाईलाइट दीज थिंग्स, और इसके बारे में लोगों को इन्फॉर्म करने की जरूरत है। और गवर्नेंस लेजिस्लेशन दोनों मिलकर स्ट्रक्चरल चेंज ला सकती हैं। मैं इसलिए गवर्नेंस पे फोकस मेरा ज्यादा है कि जो ट्रिकल डाउन इफेक्ट आएगा वो गवर्नेंस के अंदर और लीगल फ्रेमवर्क्स और उनकी इंप्लीमेंटेशन के अंदर चेंज का आएगा। दो मैंने मिसालें, एक मैडम सनम की मिसाल भी लिखी है, 8 साल से अगर काम कर रही हैं, तो दे शी इज ऑल्सो, आई हैव रिटन योर नेम इन द स्लाइड इफ यू कैन सी, कि स्किल बिल्डिंग के अंदर, वीमेन एम्पावरमेंट के अंदर, इंफॉर्मेशन डिसेमिनेशन के अंदर, इवन कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग के अंदर, इवन मेंटल हेल्थ के ऊपर आपने जितने प्रोग्राम्स के नाम लिए, खा वो आपका ये यस यू कैन फाउंडेशन है, खा आपने मजबूत बेटी का प्रोग्राम किया, खा आपने वीमेन वेंचर पे काम किया, आई हैव द ऑनर टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दैट। छोटे छोटे कंट्रीब्यूशंस मेरे भी उसमें शामिल हैं कुछ हिस्सा, लेकिन इनिशिएटिव आपका है, काम आपने किया है, मैं तो सिर्फ आता हूँ, अपनी बात करके चला जाता हूँ। तो और मेरा बात करने का मकसद यही है, शिकवा जुल्मत शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था अपने हिस्से की कोई शम्मा जलाते जाते। एंड देन आई, मैं बहुत सारे नाम ले सकता हूँ, लेकिन एक और खातून है कुरतुल ऐन चीमा, यू कैन सर्च ऑन लिंक्डइन। ये ग्लोबल जैनाई के नाम से इन्होंने अपना एक फोरम बनाया हुआ है। इन्वायरमेंटल एक्टिविस्ट हैं, इन्वायरमेंटल साइंटिस्ट हैं, बहुत लोगों को ट्रेंड कर रही हैं इसके ऊपर, और फ्री सेशंस कर रही होती हैं इसी तरह। यू कैन ज्वाइन दैट ग्लोबल इन्वायरमेंटल नेटवर्क, ग्लोबल इंजीनियरिंग नेटवर्क, और आप वहां से सीख सकते हैं। वो भी खातून है, सीईओ है अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, इसी तरह काम कर रही हैं। उन्होंने एक एरिया फोकस किया है इन्वायरमेंटल क्लाइमेट साइड का, उस पर काम कर रही हैं। सो ये सारी स्टोरीज जो हैं, ये बेसिकली स्टोरीज नहीं है, सिग्नल्स ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है। ये आपको बता रहे हैं कि क्या हो रहा है। अब नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे अगर आ जाएं, और उसके बाद मैं क्लोजिंग की तरफ जाता हूँ 1-2 मिनट में। बैरियर्स की बात बहुत होती है, बैरियर्स हैं क्या? बैरियर्स मैंने लिखे जरूर है, मैं इन पे बात नहीं करना चाहता ज्यादा। मैंने एक सेकंड लाइन में लिखा है, इश्यूज आर ऑफ फंडामेंटल्स एक्चुअली, दिस इज माय फर्म बिलीफ। जितने इश्यूज की आप बात कर लें, हमारे यहाँ दरअसल फंडामेंटल का इशू है। फंडामेंटल का इशू क्या है? क्या मैंने अपने घर में अपने बच्चे को ये तरबियत दी है कि खातून की इज्जत करनी है? क्या मैंने अपने घर में अपने बच्चे को ये बताया है कि जब बाहर निकलोगे तो तुम्हें जो भी जेंडर नजर आता है वो रिस्पेक्टेबल है, रिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ देयर इनकम लेवल? यू नीड नॉट टू मेजर देयर रिस्पेक्ट बाय देयर इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस। सो क्या मैंने ये तरबियत की है? क्या मैंने घर में उसको ये सिखाया है कि हाउ टू बी अ गुड सिटीजन? सिविक सेंस मैंने उसको बताई है? मैं क्यों एक्सपेक्ट करता हूं कि ये सिर्फ स्कूल ही बताएगा? मैं ये क्यों एक्सपेक्ट करता हूं ये कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन ही बताएगा, ये कोई ट्रेनिंग? मैं अगर खुद यहाँ पे बैठ के एक सेशन में आपसे ही गुफ्तगू कर रहा हूं, तो अपने घर में बच्चों के साथ क्यों नहीं कर सकता? सो बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स के इश्यूज हैं। जब आप कहते हैं कल्चरल एंड सोशल नॉर्म्स, तो ये फंडामेंटल हैं, ये किसी ने क्रिएट नहीं किए हैं, ये हमने खुद अडॉप्ट कर लिए हैं। और हमारा जो लिमिटेड नॉलेज था उसमें रहते हुए हमने समझा, बस जैसे वो एक कंसेप्ट था ना कि बस गाड़ी सिर्फ मर्द नहीं चलानी है, तो ये इसको हम कल्चरल और सोशल नॉर्म कह दें, तो ये फिर ज्यादती होगी कि हम कुछ थोड़ा सा खुद भी उसमें नहीं करते। फिर एजुकेशन में लिमिटेड एक्सेस, प्रेफरेंस नहीं देते हम, और ये इसको भी हम सोशल एंड कल्चरल से वो कर देते हैं। इकोनॉमिक डिपेंडेंसी नहीं देते हम। फिर इसी तरह लीगल इंस्टीट्यूशनल गैप से बात हो गई है, डिजिटल डिवाइड पे एक सेशन भी आपका हो गया। ये जो पेट्रियार्कल नॉर्म्स हैं, जो पिदराना निज़ाम है, जो जिसे मेल ओरिएंटेड सोसाइटी कह दिया जाता है, वो माँ जन्म देती है बेटे को जिसको फिर मेल ओरिएंटेड बना दिया जाता है। वो एक खातून उसको जन्म देती है जो बाद में उसी पे डोमिनेट करना शुरू कर देता है। उसको ये बताने की जरूरत है कि नहीं, मतलब वो एक मिसाल आमतौर पे बहुत ज्यादा दी जाती है कि एक हाथी का बच्चा था, जब वो छोटा सा था, वो पैदा हुआ तो उसको एक बहुत मजबूत संगल से जंजीर से बांध दिया गया। उसने जब वो छोटा था तो उसने बहुत कोशिश की उस जंजीर को तोड़े, वो नहीं तोड़ सका। उसके बाद उसने एफर्ट करनी छोड़ दी, और फिर वो उसी जंजीर से बंधा बंधा बहुत ताकतवर हाथी बन गया। लेकिन उसने उसके बाद कभी एफर्ट ही नहीं की तोड़ने की, क्योंकि उसके माइंड में, उसकी साइकोलॉजी में ये बात आ गई थी कि मैं इसको नहीं तोड़ सकता, वो एफर्ट कर चुका था। सो दिस इज व्हाट हैज हैपेंड विद दिस पैट्रियर्कल नॉर्म्स हमारे यहाँ। हमने एज्यूम कर लिया कि ये हो सकता है, बस इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं होगा। फिर जेंडर बेज बैक बात भी हो गई। सो एम्पावरमेंट एक्चुअली इज नॉट जस्ट अ पॉलिसी, इट इज अ सोशल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। सोशल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करनी पड़ेगी, साथ साथ वो इंडिविजुअल सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वाली बात है, वो लेनी पड़ेगी, और फिर आगे चलना पड़ेगा। अब बस आखिर में, ये इससे अगली जो स्लाइड है, ये वाली बात मैंने उस डिस्कशन में ही कह दी। ये मेरा फर्म बिलीफ है, क्योंकि मैं पॉलिसी मेकिंग मीटिंग्स में बैठता हूँ, मैं देखता हूँ, मैं सुनता हूँ। ओनली अ वीमेन कैन ब्रिंग वीमेन्स पर्सपेक्टिव, नो वन एल्स। इफ वी आर मेकिंग अ पॉलिसी, वी शुड कंसल्ट फीमेल्स। मैं मेल्स की बात कर रहा हूँ। एंड व्हेन फीमेल्स आर मेकिंग अ पॉलिसी, दे शुड कंसल्ट द अदर जेंडर, बिकॉज हर जेंडर अपने पर्सपेक्टिव से बात करता है। सो व्हेन वी से इट इज अ मेल ओरिएंटेड सोसाइटी और पॉलिसी मेकिंग में मेल हैं, तो वो फीमेल का पर्सपेक्टिव लेके नहीं आते हैं पॉलिसी में। ये हमें समझने की भी जरूरत है, समझाने की भी जरूरत है। वो राइट्स की बात हो, वो कोर्ट्स की बात हो, जस्टिस की बात हो। शुक्र है कि अब कुछ खवातीन जजेस भी आनी शुरू हुई हैं जो फीमेल पर्टिकुलर स्पेशल केसेस को देख रही हैं, खा वो मैरिटल स्टेटस से रिलेटेड हो, खा वो वायलेंस से रिलेटेड हो। ठीक है, तो ये भी बड़ी जरूरत है। और फिर एक्शन पार्ट में भी बहुत जरूरत है, इंप्लीमेंटेशन पार्ट में भी बहुत जरूरत है। तो ये तीनों, आपका राइट्स की बात करें, जस्टिस की बात करें, एक्शन की बात करें, यहाँ वीमेन पर्सपेक्टिव को इनकलकेट करने की बहुत अशद जरूरत है। एंड लास्टली आई वुड से दैट एम्पावरिंग वीमेन इज नॉट optional. It is essential for justice, development, and sustainable governance, I would say. This is all from my side. I have taken a lot of time. And if और फिर मैं बात और करूं कि मैं देखता हूं, जब मैं काम करता हूं गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में और मुख्तलिफ इदारों में जाता हूं, तो मैं देखता हूं कि ख़वातीन जहाज़ भी उड़ा रही हैं, ख़वातीन फाइटर पायलट्स भी हैं, ख़वातीन इंजीनियर्स भी हैं, ख़वातीन डॉक्टर्स भी हैं, ख़वातीन टीचर्स भी हैं, ख़वातीन ग्राफिक डिज़ाइनर्स भी हैं, ख़वातीन इंजीनियर्स भी हैं, ख़वातीन आईटी सेक्टर्स में भी हैं, आर्मी में भी हैं, फाइटिंग भी कर रही हैं, डॉक्टर्स भी हैं, बहुत बड़े बड़े ओहदों पे भी जाती हैं। तो कौन कहता है कि उनमें कमी है? मसला ये है अपॉर्चुनिटीज, इक्वालिटी, रिस्पेक्ट देने की बात है। मैं पिछले दिनों यूथ लीडरशिप के ऊपर हम एक सेशन कर रहे थे, चकवाल के अखुवत यूनिवर्सिटी के बच्चों ने वो सेशन अरेंज किया था। अब मैं हैरान था देख के, मैं ढूंढ रहा था कि मुझे कोई मेल लीडर भी मिल जाए यंग में। तो आई वाज मैं ये आपको इसलिए बता रहा हूँ कि ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं हो सकता है। मेरे सामने यंग लीडर्स में मिसाल आ रही थी मलाला की, मेरे सामने यंग लीडर्स में मिसाल आ रही थी अरफा करीम की, मेरे सामने यंग लीडर्स में मिसाल आ रही थी ग्रीटा की, जो कि एनवायरमेंटल एक्टिविस्ट हैं। सब बच्चियां हैं। मैं ढूंढ रहा था मुझे को मेल भी मिल जाए बीच में यंग लीडर्स में से, तो बहुत कम नजर आ रहे थे एक्टिविस्ट। पॉलिटिकल साइड पे ज्यादा थे। सोशल सेक्टर में डेवलपमेंट के लिए फीमेल सामने आ रही हैं, ये हमें समझने की जरूरत है। तो इसका मतलब है उनमें सोशल सेक्टर डेवलपमेंट को लीड करने का पोटेंशियल फीमेल्स में ज्यादा है, और वो ज्यादा उस तरफ माइल है। तो हमें ये सेक्टर, वो कहते हैं ना, अच्छा लीडर वो होता है जो ये जान ले कि उसकी टीम में कौन बंदा क्या काम कर सकता है और वो उसके मुताबिक काम दे दे, तो वो बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस ले लेगा उससे। तो मेरा ख्याल है कि इसके ऊपर भी हमें थोड़ा सा सोचने की जरूरत होगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई हैव टेकन लॉट ऑफ
So you have taken a lot of time, but still we love to hear your, insights, your research. Everything is fabulous, inspiring. तो हमेशा ही सर आप हमारे साथ होते हैं इन तमाम तर यू आर सो वेरी मच वेलकमिंग, और अपना ओपिनियन शेयर करते हैं, अपनी रिसर्च शेयर करते हैं, अपनी तमाम तर जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं वो हमारी ऑडियंस को बताते हैं। एंड वी रियली अप्रिशिएट कि हम यहाँ से ये जितना कुछ सुनते हैं उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड करें और अपने साथ इन चीज़ों को इम्प्लीमेंट भी करें, ना कि सिर्फ ये हमारी इंफॉर्मेशन में फर्दर इजाफा करे, बल्कि हमारे जो प्रैक्टिकल और एक्शंस हैं उनको भी हम इम्प्रूव कर सकें। सर, इट्स ऑलवेज एन ऑनर टू हैव यू विद अस.
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Like either it's AI, cyber security, it's career readiness, or it's women development. Alhamdulillah, you have a strong opinion about each topic, or I'm very happy and feeling honored, alhamdulillah, कि you have mentioned my name as well, because sir मैं हमेशा यही सोचती हूँ, and everyone who is with us, जो मैंने हमारे participants हैं, कि जो ISR है या जो इंसान का सेल्फ लीडरशिप है, बिकॉज आई ऑलवेज प्रमोट सेल्फ लीडरशिप, बिकॉज until you don't lead yourself you cannot lead the world. और हम वो लीड तभी करेंगे जब हम अपने आप को बहैसियत इंसान देखेंगे। मुझे पर्सनली अभी तक ये चीज कभी समझ नहीं आई कि हम मर्द और औरत के पैमाने में क्यों देखते हैं। हम तो इंसान हैं, अशरफुल मखलूकात हैं, एक बहैसियत इंसान हम क्यों नहीं
यस
देखते हैं कि जी एज अ वुमन, नॉट एज अ वुमन, एज अ ह्यूमन। अब चूंकि
यस
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह फिर भी बहुत सारी चीजें इवॉल्व हो रही हैं कि लोग जो है वो नॉट एज ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ जेंडर, बट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्किल्स और उनकी कैपेबिलिटी पे आप काम कर रहे हैं कि जी जो उस पोजीशन के लिए, जो उस काम के लिए कैपेबल है, वही वहां होगा, चाहे वो मर्द है या खातून है। मैं हमेशा इस चीज पे सर, हमेशा से ये मेरी एक कोशिश रहती है और हमेशा चाहती हूँ कि मैं अपनी ये बात पहुंचा भी सकूं कि हम ये सब कुछ जो भी हम कर रहे हैं, कि जो हमेशा से मैंने अपनी फैमिली से, अपने चैलेंजेस से, अपने लाइफ, क्योंकि वो सब चीजें सेल्फ ड्रिवन है, तो मैंने हमेशा यही सीखा है कि बस इंतजार नहीं करना है कि हम किसी मौजज़े का, किसी किसी करामत का, किसी गवर्नमेंट का, किसी एनजीओ का या किसी और इंसान का हम इंतजार करें, क्योंकि हमारे अंदर बहैसियत इंसान जो हमें खुदा ने तमाम तर रिसोर्सेज दिए हैं वो सब हमारे पास मौजूद है। बस फर्क सिर्फ इतना सा है, या जरूरत इस बात की है कि हम उस पर गौर व फिक्र करें, कनेक्ट हो जाएं खुद से और खुदा की जात से, तो शायद बहुत सारी चीजें हमें वैसे ही अपने अंदर मिल जाएंगी। और वो सिर्फ एक एक छोटी सी जो चीज है ना, स्टैंड फॉर योर सेल्फ, एज अ ह्यूमन, नो योर सेल्फ, वैल्यू योर सेल्फ, तो वो आपको अपनी इंपॉर्टेंस पता चल जाती है, और फिर आप उससे कम पे जो है ना वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करते हैं, क्योंकि खुदा की जात, हमारे इमाम का कौल भी है कि इंसान को खुदा ने फना के लिए नहीं, बका के लिए पैदा किया है। वो बका सिर्फ तब आती है जब इंसान जो है वो अपनी वैल्यू को समझ लेता है, अपने मकाम को समझ लेता है, फिर वो उसी अंदाज में काम करता है। तो यही एक वजह थी कि मैं अपने लिए मैंने स्टैंड लिया व्हेन आई वाज 16 years old, और जब मुझे पता था कि मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता कि कैसे होगा, क्या होगा, क्यों होगा, बस एक चीज पता थी कि मैं खुद एज ए ह्यूमन, खुदा मुझसे ये चाहता है, एंड आई टुक अ डिसीजन फॉर माई सेल्फ इन फ्रंट ऑफ माई फैमिली, एंड आई जस्ट थॉट कि नहीं यार, मैं इस दुनिया में आई हूँ तो कुछ सिर्फ मरने के लिए नहीं आई हूँ, बल्कि यहाँ से कुछ करके जाना है अपने लिए, अपने फैमिली के लिए, अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए, एंड एट लार्ज अपनी यूनिवर्स के लिए। आई रियली वॉन्ट टू एड वैल्यू इन द लाइफ ऑफ माई सेल्फ एंड इन द लाइफ ऑफ अदर्स। एंड अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, जब हमारे जो इंटेंशन होते हैं वो प्योर होते हैं, तो परवरदिगार फिर रास्ते बना देता है। दैट्स वेरी ट्रू। तो इंशाल्लाह जो सर ने यहाँ मैसेजेस दिए हैं, और उसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो मुझे लगी और मुझे फील भी हुआ कि हमें जिस पे काम करना चाहिए, और हम जरूर उस पे करेंगे इंशाल्लाह, कि सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है कि अनटिल यू आर नॉट अवेयर, यू कैन नॉट टेक एक्शन। तो वो जो सर ने यहाँ पे एक स्लाइड में मेंशन किया कि जी हमारे पास आर्टिकल्स, हमारे पास लॉज जो मौजूद हैं, हम खुद उससे अवेयर नहीं है कि हमें क्या क्या राइट्स मिले हुए हैं। जब तक हम अवेयर ही नहीं होंगे तो हम उसको किस तरह से अवेल कर सकेंगे। अवेयरनेस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर अवेलिंग दोज अपॉर्चुनिटीज। तो हम जरूर उस पर काम करेंगे और जरूर आगाह करेंगे फीमेल्स को, स्पेशली हमारी जो एशियन, या हम बात करें फीमेल पाकिस्तानी फीमेल्स हैं, वुमेन हैं, उनके लिए काम करेंगे, ताकि दे शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ देयर स्टेटस एंड द राइट्स दे हैव इन देयर ओन कंट्री, ताकि वो उसको अचीव कर सके इन केस ऑफ देयर रिक्वायरमेंट। तो ये हमारा इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट रहेगा कि हम इस पर काम करें। Now, so far we have been here for last 1 month. हम इस पर काम कर रहे हैं, हमने different topics पर बात की, as I have already mentioned, empowerment, और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट, सबसे अच्छी बात अगर मैं कहूँ आज की जो सर इकराम की मुझे लगी, empowerment is not a charity. That's very true. कि जी हम इसको इस तरह से क्यों लेते हैं। और सर अगर मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं, क्योंकि मैं खुद ऐसी फैमिली से हूँ, मैं खुद बहुत हम्बल बैकग्राउंड से हूँ, तो यहाँ पर अगर हमारे लिए कोई कुछ फेवर कर भी दे हमें, तो वो ऐसा लगता है कि वो हमारे लिए फेवर है। अगर हमें कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल भी जाए तो वो फीमेल्स को फील होता है कि अरे मुझे तो ये बहुत बड़ी फेवर मिल रही है, जबकि वो हमारा राइट होता है। लेकिन चूंकि हमारी नर्चरिंग ऐसे इन्वायरमेंट में होती है, चाहे वो फैमिली इन्वायरमेंट हो, चाहे वो हमारा जो हमारी सोसाइटी है, कम्युनिटी है, वो इन्वायरमेंट हो, वो हमें बहुत फेवर लग रहा होता है, और फिर हम उसके बोझ के तले दब जाते हैं कि शायद हमें ये अपॉर्चुनिटी जो है ना वो इनका कोई बहुत बड़ा एहसान है, जबकि वो हमारा राइट होता है। बिकॉज आई हैव बीन थ्रू टू मैनी ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, जो मुझे निकलने में, खुद को निकालने में बहुत वक्त लगा, कि जी अपने आप को समझने के लिए, अपने राइट को, अपने स्टेटस को समझने के लिए, बहैसियत खातून जैसे तालीम को हमने बहुत एहसान समझा। मैंने अपने खानदान को, जब जब मैंने खुद ये अंडरस्टैंड किया, तो मुझे पता चला अरे ये कोई कोई मेरे ऊपर एहसान नहीं है, इट्स माई राइट विच इज गिवन बाय द क्रिएटर, विच इज गिवन बाय द लॉज। तो सर आई थिंक कि फीमेल्स को सबसे पहले ये, हम खवातीन को जो हम लीडरशिप के रोल के लिए हम ज्यादा बात कर रहे हैं, वो शायद इसीलिए नहीं मिल रहा, क्योंकि आज तक हम बहुत सारी खवातीन इस चीज को खुद ही एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सके कि वी आर एलिजिबल फॉर लीडरशिप पोजीशंस। हम खुद नहीं उसको समझ पाए हैं कि जी हम इसको लायक हैं, हम इसके लिए लाइक हम इसको डिजर्व करते हैं। तो दिस इज दी समथिंग विच आई फील कि ये बहुत जरूरी है। मैं इतने इतने इमोशनल उसमें क्यों कह रही हूँ, क्योंकि ये बड़ा ही टाइम टेकिंग प्रोसेस है सर, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। क्योंकि अगर मैं यहाँ बात भी कर रही हूँ उसके बाद भी मुझे बहुत वक्त लगता है कि जी इन चीजों के एक्सेप्टेंस के लिए, कि जी लीडरशिप पोजीशन पे आने के लिए। क्योंकि आज से कुछ वक्त तक पहले भी ये जो हमारा फ्लोर है, अगर आप हमारे साथ हैं कुछ वक्त के लिए, बताने का मकसद ये है कि हर इंसान जो अभी हमारे सामने होता है, वो भी बहुत सारी चीजों से, हर्डल से, चैलेंजेस से निकल करके आ रहा होता है, इवन ऑन इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे और बहुत ग्रास रूट लेवल तक भी बहुत टाइम टेकिंग होता है। क्योंकि हमारे जो बिलीव्स हैं वो इतने पेनिट्रेटेड होते हैं, वो इतने ज्यादा रूटेड होते हैं, कि हम अपने आप से निकलने में ही खवातीन बहुत वक्त लगा देती हैं। लेकिन लगता है वक्त, आई अंडरस्टैंड, बट होता है। दिस इज माई पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस। लगता है वक्त, लेकिन होता जरूर है। तो बस वो वक्त लगाना है हमें, क्योंकि हम क्या यहाँ से लेकर जा रहे हैं, हम अपनी लाइफ में जो हमने आज तक सिर्फ एक सर्टिफिकेशन के लिए तो नहीं है इतना वक्त लगाया होगा ना, कि जी हमें एक सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाए। सर्टिफिकेट इज नथिंग अनटिल यू डोंट do anything practically for yourself and for the community, क्योंकि जब तक वहां आप दूसरों को पे बैक नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि आप इंसान हैं, आपका ये राइट है कि आप अपने सराउंडिंग्स में जो है ना वो कुछ वैल्यू ऐड करें. दिस इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये ना सोचे मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, आई एम ओनली द पर्सन हु इज जस्ट यू कैन, you are not only the person, you are human being, you are the creator. तो बस ये चीजें हमें शायद रख लें जहन में कि जी हम भी वैल्यू ऐड कर सकते हैं और हमें करनी है, हम कर सकते हैं, तो आई थिंक हम कर सकेंगे. तो यही आज का जो है मैसेज भी है. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी हैव अचीव, क्योंकि मैंने पर्सनली जब बहुत सारे मैसेजेस आते हैं कुछ फीमेल्स के पर्टिकुलरली, तो बहुत खुशी होती है कि चलो जितना हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं, एफर्ट कर रहे हैं, इन रिटर्न वी आर नॉट गेटिंग एनीथिंग. अगर अगर बहुत सारे लोग ये समझते हैं, और ऐसे भी मैसेजेस आते हैं कि हमें कुछ नहीं मिल रहा होता. मुझे तो कुछ नहीं मिला आज तक 8 सालों में, अगर मैं कहूँ इन टर्म्स ऑफ मॉनेटरी और इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनी सक्सेस, और उसमें मैं बात करूं कि जी कोई फेमस हो गए, कोई हेडलाइंस में आ रहे हैं, हम कोई सेलिब्रिटी बन रहे हैं, कुछ भी नहीं है. मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन इट इज माई पर्सनल लाइक सेटिस्फैक्शन कि जी एटलीस्ट आई एम प्लेइंग माई रोल. क्योंकि मैं जब इतनी सारी चीजों से गुजरी हूँ, तो एटलीस्ट मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूँ, तो शायद कोई एक फीमेल अगर वो इस सिचुएशन में है, और बहुत सारी होती हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत माशरा तब्दील हो गया है, बहुत सारी चीजें मुल्की सतह पे या आलमी सतह पे चेंज आ गया. अभी भी बहुत सारे, हमें अभी सर ने सारी रिसर्च शेयर की है, बहुत सारा चेंज आना बाकी है. वो चेंज हम भी ला सकते हैं, ना कि हम बैठ के वेट करें कि जी हम क्या इंतजार करें. नहीं, अपने हिस्से का जो है ना वो कंट्रीब्यूशन करते जाएं और फिर देखेंगे कि क्या होता है. तो यही आज का पैगाम है, और यही आज के तमाम तर एफर्ट्स हैं कि जी हमने जो कोशिश की, इंशाल्लाह इसको हम कंटिन्यू रखेंगे. और राइट आफ्टर दिस 1 मंथ IWD कॉन्फ्रेंस सीरीज, हमारा जो है वो मेंटोरशिप, वुमेन मेंटोरशिप प्रोग्राम विद ग्लोबल लीडर्स, जहाँ पे सर इकराम जैसे और डॉक्टर रेणुका है, प्रोफेसर नूर नबी, जिनके हमेशा सेशंस बहुत ऑथेंटिक, बहुत रिसर्च बेस्ड होते हैं. और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि अपने इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर अपने लिए और अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए, अपनी दुनिया के लिए, अपने मुल्क के लिए, उसमें से जो कर सकते हैं वो करें, क्योंकि लाइफ इज अनप्रेडिक्टेबल. तो हमें कुछ ना कुछ करना है, और आज से अभी से ही करना है,
अपने हिस्से
जितना
की
भी हो
क्षमा
सकता है.
जलानी है.
ISR इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ISR हमेशा से मैं इसलिए बात करती हूँ, जब हमने ये स्टार्ट भी किया था कि जी ह्यूमैनिटी और ISR, तब मैंने अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो है वो रियलाइज की थी, आज से 8 साल पहले. वरना उस वक्त तक मैं खुद भी एक बहुत स्ट्रगल में थी कि जी मैं बस अपना ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करूँ, मैं अपना पढ़ लूँ, मैं अपनी नौकरी कर लूँ, अपने पैसे कमा लूँ, अपना सब कुछ कर लूँ. बट वंस आप ये सब चीजें कर लेते हैं, स्टिल यू फील अनहैप्पी या अनसेटिस्फाइड, मतलब आई एम वन ऑफ देम. देन यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि जी अब जब तक हम गिव वापस नहीं देंगे ना, तब तक हम उसको जो है वो फुलफिल नहीं कर सकेंगे. वो एक सर्कल है, तभी कंप्लीट होता है जब आप वापस देना शुरू कर देते हैं. किसी भी, जो भी आपकी सलाहियत है, जो भी आपकी स्किल है, कैपेबिलिटी है, इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनीथिंग, जस्ट लाइक सरिक्राम है हमारे पास, और जितने भी स्पीकर्स हैं, जितने भी लोग यहाँ मौजूद हैं, व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, दे आर फुलफिलिंग देयर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, इंडिविजुअल सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की. जो उनके पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, नॉलेज है, वो शेयर कर रहे हैं अपने बिजी स्केजुअल में से. और बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे भी हैं, जब हम उनसे कांटेक्ट करते हैं, दे आस्क फॉर 15 मिनट्स, हाउ मच यू आर गोइंग टू पे अस. हम अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन, हम अपनी नॉलेज शेयर कर रहे होंगे, आप हमें कितना पे करेंगे, हमें उस वक्त का क्या मिलेगा. वी हैव नथिंग टू डू विद द सोसाइटी, विद रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. हमारा वक्त बहुत कीमती है. अरे भाई, हम भी कीमती हैं, हमारी जो सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स है, ऑडियंस है, ये जो सब सुनने के लिए आ रहे हैं, आपको रिटर्न में ये मिल रहा है. बट स्टिल वी हैव दीज काइंड ऑफ पीपल, और ये सब पढ़े लिखे इस माशरे का हिस्सा हैं. ऐसा नहीं कि वो कोई और लोग हैं, वो भी हमारे ही इस माशरे का हिस्सा है, जो कि दे डोंट केयर कि आपकी मर्जी है या आपको शौक है अपना सोशल वर्क करने का, मुझे कोई शौक नहीं है. ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग मुझे सुनने को मिलते हैं, क्योंकि जब मैं उनसे राब्ता करती हूँ, उनसे बात करती हूँ, उन तक पहुंचती हूँ. ये सारा प्रोसेस इज नॉट इजी. हमारी टीम हमारे साथ है, एंड दे अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह दे आर प्लेइंग देयर रोल. तो पहले हम डिसअपॉइंट होते थे, लेकिन अब डिसअपॉइंटिंग अपॉइंटमेंट जो है ना वो भी खत्म हो जाती है. क्यों? क्योंकि हम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जो है ना वो स्ट्रांग होते चले जाते हैं कि नहीं, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोसेस. तो ये सारी चीजें होती रहती हैं। किसी भी छोटी छोटी चीजों से अपने आप को डिसअपॉइंट करने के लिए या अपने आप को जो है ना वो डिप्रिशिएट करना, वो सही बात नहीं है। हमारा मकसद क्या है, हमारा मिशन क्या है, वो इन सब चीजों से ऊपर होना चाहिए। और जब वो इन सब चीजों से ऊपर होता है तो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें सिर्फ उसका हिस्सा बन के रह जाती हैं, उससे हमारे उस काम पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। मुझे अच्छे से याद है कि जब मैंने अपनी शादी से पहले, इनफैक्ट आई स्टार्टेड दिस सोशल वर्क, और जब हमने ये काम करना शुरू किया, कराची में स्टार्ट किया, फिर इस्लामाबाद में, गिलगित में, मेरी शादी को 1 हफ्ता हुआ था when I visited, और हमने एक सेशन वहां पे कंडक्ट किया था, एक नॉर्दर्न एरियाज का जो है, एक बहुत मतलब माउंटेन्स पर, और बहुत ही यानी कि वो ऐसी जगह थी जहाँ जाते हुए भी बहुत डर लग रहा था। और मैंने वहाँ एक सेशन कंडक्ट किया था, सारी फीमेल्स थी, वो फीमेल गवर्नमेंट स्कूल था वो, बच्चियों का। तो एक्चुअली शादी से ज्यादा जो था वो उस सेशन से मुझे खुशी मिली थी, जो वहां पर मैंने कंडक्ट किया और वो बच्चियों के साथ जब बात की। तो वो सारी चीजें ये हैं कि हम किस तरह से, पैशन हमारा जो होता है ना वो बड़ा जरूरी होता है। तो मैंने शायद ज्यादा वक्त ले लिया है, लेकिन बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका। इंशाल्लाह वी हैव प्लान कि अब हमारा इस सेशन के बाद इस मेंटोरशिप हमारा स्टार्ट होगा फॉर वुमेन, और सर इकराम के साथ भी हमने इनको रिक्वेस्ट किया है कि हमें कुछ वक्त दें, और हम ताकि जो है वो एक फेलोशिप प्रॉपर स्टार्ट कर सकें सर के साथ, क्योंकि सर का हमेशा से सेशन जो है वो की नोट 15 मिनट्स 20 मिनट्स का होता है, जो शायद मुझे से नहीं करता। मतलब मुझे लगता है कि और भी ज्यादा सुना जाए, ताकि हम अपनी जो है ना वो इंफॉर्मेशन में, अपने मालूमात में ज्यादा इजाफा करें, अपने आप को जान सकें, अपने स्टेटस को जान सकें, अपने राइट्स को, अपनी वैल्यूज को जान सकें, ताकि हमारे लिए चीजें आसान हो जाए इंशाल्लाह। तो हम ये जरूर स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं, और मेंटोरशिप प्रोग्राम भी स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं, एंड देन यू कैन बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ इट। और आप भी इसका हिस्सा बन सकते हैं, आप भी कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं थ्रू आवर प्लेटफॉर्म। यू कैन बिकम द मेंबर, यू कैन बी द स्पीकर, यू कैन बी द एम्बेसडर, in any capacity we are trying to provide our platform, ताकि हमें जब प्लेटफॉर्म ना मिला तो हम एटलीस्ट दूसरों को प्रोवाइड करें, ताकि वो अपने ओपिनियंस शेयर कर सकें, अपनी नॉलेज शेयर कर सकें। थैंक यू एवरीवन टू बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ दिस जर्नी, और थैंक यू, ब्लेस यू ऑलवेज, स्टे ब्लेस्ड। थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक यू,
Thank you,
stay
Ji. Thank
safe.
you. Allah Hafiz.
थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर टाइम और स्टेइंग विद अस टिल लास्ट। और मुझे सबसे अच्छा यही लगता है, क्योंकि जब मैं खुद भी कहीं पे स्पीकर, एज ए स्पीकर जाती हूँ, तो कोशिश करती हूँ कि अपने ही पार्ट का टाइम जो है वो अवेल करूँ, और बाकी जो है वो पूरी कॉन्फ्रेंस या जो है उसका हिस्सा ना बन सकूँ। उसकी वजह कतन ये नहीं होती है कि जो है ना वो वक्त नहीं है, उसकी वजह मेरे बच्चे होते हैं
चलिए चलिए
बिकॉज आई हैव
चलिए,
स्मॉल
थैंक
किड्स, तो उनको मैनेज करना होता है। लेकिन मुझे अच्छा लगता है, बहुत खुशी होती है कि सर इकराम हमेशा से जो है वो स्टार्ट से लेकर एंड तक हमारे साथ होते हैं। बहुत शुक्रिया सर, स्टे ब्लेस्ड
you
ऑलवेज।
Ji. Take care, stay
थैंक यू
blessed.
माय
Allah
टीम,
Hafiz.
विदाउट यू इट वाज नॉट पॉसिबल। थैंक यू सो मच सर, अल्लाह हाफिज सर, थैंक यू एवरीवन। यस, मैं अभी मैसेजेस को देख लेती हूँ, क्योंकि हम नहीं देख सके थे। अटेंडेंस आई बिलीव यू हैव डन। Thank you, Shima. Thank you so much. Attendance form is shared many times. गुलशन, अगर आपने नहीं लगाया है अटेंडेंस, तो ये ले लीजिए अटेंडेंस फॉर्म, जितने भी लोग अब रह गए हैं। जस्ट मार्क योर अटेंडेंस एंड बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ दिस। जी, अपनी अटेंडेंस मार्क कर लीजिए। ये मैंने एक आखिरी बार शेयर किया है फॉर्म। 5 मिनट्स वी कैन, नॉट 5 मिनट्स, ओनली 1 मिनट वी कैन वेट फॉर यू all, so that you can mark your attendance. Yes. जी जी जी, मार्क कर लीजिए अटेंडेंस, एंड देन वी कैन end the meeting. Zainab, are you with us or you're gone? All right, so I'm only left here. आप लोग जल्दी से अटेंडेंस मार्क कीजिए। All done? Okay, thank you. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed. So I'm going to end the meeting.